Hello, 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 hello. A little bit of a late start today, but it is me, StrawHatLucas. The man, the myth, the legend himself, the guy on the YouTube channel. But of course, that doesn't matter because today it's about the party and it's about the world that the magnificent DM has painted for us. We're on episode 29. Guys, we are almost to 30 sessions. Next session's going to be crazy. I can already tell Mikey's probably cooking something up. So happy to have done almost 30 sessions with you boys. This is crazy. Second year of Sakura Pirates is going to go hard, or third year now of Sakura Pirates is about to go hard. Hell yeah, hell yeah. With that, I am just going to hand it over to the DM, Mr. ToriMori, today to take us into sesh and kind of get us rolling today.
What's good, everybody? Welcome in. Happy New Year. Great to be here on the other side, kicking things back off with the next phase of the Sakura Pirates adventure. Don't have a recap game for today. I was looking forward to just ripping right into it. I do have a cover story, but I'll give a quick recap on certain things that happened last session. Of course, the bulk of our crew were bound for more keep. They had an invitation of a feast from the wetlands and House Portescue, which is the family that Rivers belongs to. Turns out House Portescue is sort of grateful to the Sakura Pirates for quote-unquote saving Rivers from his life of piracy. And now they may have a little reward ahead of them for their actions, despite the drama that happened at Mr. Mantang's. Along the way, Arthur and Kief, as well as Squint and Sean, took on Lieutenant Hackjaw with his Marines. That battle was kind of short, but really action-packed, and it resulted in essentially them scaring the Marines off. There was a great explosion in the middle of the ship, and the Marines took off from following the Sakura Pirates. They also had a little altercation with some more local wildlife, the Sirens, which almost took Noko away from the crew and made Squint quite bloodthirsty toward his crewmates in a raged daze of sorts. But they made it through all the short threats on their way to more keep, and pretty much ended last session off with their arrival there at those lands. Of course, Abyss had split off once again. He had met up with a little group referred to as the Lurking Legends, who were heading back north to head home. There was something tugging at Abyss to join up with these folks, and Sure enough, he seems to have found something of significance to him in the diary that belongs to Samia, who received the diary from somebody named Lord Azrael. So with that, I'm going to bring us in. Like I said, we're going to start off with a quick cover story. Figured, start off the New Year's sessions with a new batch of cover stories. Today's is called The Blues. They looked over their shoulders the entire way, but did not let up their pace. As the plume of smoke got bigger and blacker, the starlets cried harder. They were already plenty vocal about their fear of what they'd do without money, and by the time the group made camp on the edge of the eye lake, the sun was going down and their fire was a tiny spark compared to the inferno raging on the beach. A procession of cavalry rode toward the blaze, but the group could see their torches return north after dark. "At least we're warm," June said to break the silence. "We don't even need this fire." Henry the horse sacrificed a cigarette now. He'd been saving them all day, with the rest of his stash burning up at Mantang's, but after he stuck his dart in the fire, he took a walk by the lakeside. Nobody responded to June. She looked to the starlets after a few more moments, and exasperatedly told them, "Please, girls, we're going to be fine now." They still sniffled. Corky Blue was sour and sore all over, but he was grateful to have made it out with his trumpet. So many other instruments were burnt or burning now. He played a melancholy tune for them. The others stared at him with nostalgia in their eyes, except for Jack. He laid on his back with his arms behind his head and smiled at the starry sky. After June fell asleep, after the starlets were settled in, it was just Blue, listening to the distant waves, Henry staring out at the eye lake, and Rito Misha, who stared at Mr. Mantang's fire with a strange look of peace in her eyes. Alrighty. I'm gonna zoom back in now on, let me find my place.
Your place is here with us, baby.
Alrighty. Oh, there we go.
You guys ready to do math rocks with friends? I said math. I said math.
We like math. I like math. Alright, guys. To the party who are on the belly boat currently, you steer the belly boat into some inlets at Lunk's guide. Moor Keep itself is not quite exactly on the coast. It's tucked in from some inlets and what looks like maybe a little estuary, still connected to the water, but there are a number of twists and turns you all are going to have to take to get there. You can see plenty of little docks, little, like almost...
Widowy.
little like fishing outposts and village type looking areas along the way, all built around the water. And I'll go ahead and kind of doing some theater of the mind right now as you guys head up toward Moor Keep proper, but I'll throw the belly boat kind of down here as you make your approach. I'll open up with, as you guys are, carving your way through the inlet, Noko is actually still sniffling and crying a little bit. She is clinging to your arm, Kiryu, and she's like, "They were gonna feed me to their babies. Oh, thank you. Thank you for saving me. I don't know what I would have done down at the bottom of the sea."
Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be fine. Either way, they won't kidnap any of us.
Lump crosses his arms. He's up with you guys, and he'll just say, "Yeah, nothing to worry about with old Lunk at your side. And don't worry. This is the last leg of the journey, and a great feast awaits us after this. There's no reason for more tears." Noka will kind of sniffle. She nods along. And at that point, the door from the cabin opens up, and out walks Stan, the one-armed fellow who has accompanied you all. He was just looking for a ride. He stretches his one arm in the air and goes, "Oh, that was a great nap! Oh, whew. Thank you guys for keeping it quiet. It's kind of hard for me to get a good sleep in, but I slept really good. Looks like we're here."
Looks like so.
Oh, sure.
Where's Squint? Leadbelly is with Squint
Oh.
by this point. Unless he's asleep.
Squint Leadbelly is on his knees in front of you. He's got his hands clasped and he says, "Captain, I don't know what the frig came over me, man. I don't know what that was or why I was throwing hands with you all, but I promise I'm going to make it up to you. I'm swabbing the deck every day for a week to make up for it, plus whatever you think is apt punishment."
Squint. You're a crewmate. All I ever ask of you guys is to be honest with me. I need to know, why are you so strong?
Strong?
Yeah. The way you were throwing
stares
hooks,
at you.
how fast you can swim. You've got
More like how, not
experience.
like.
Yeah.
I mean, as you all know, I was once a member of the geriatric pirates. I've got a little bit of experience under these old bones, but... And he stands up, and he's like, "Ugh!" And as he does, he, like, kind of twists his hip and his thighs around, and you hear this, like, deep in his hips, and he goes, "Ow! See? That's smart. I'm just an old man. My days are far behind me."
I'm going to do something. Give me 1 second. I'm going to ask him, how long ago was it that you were in these geriatric pirates?
Well, I was with them only about 2.5 years. We were disbanded 6 years ago. It's been a hot little minute by now, I guess, though it feels like yesterday. Good bunch of people, and a solid few lookers on the crew, if you know what I mean. And he elbows you in the side, Leadbelly.
1 second here. How old are you, Squint?
How old am I?
Yeah.
How old am I? Now, don't you know when a fella or a lady looks above the age of 60, you stop asking such questions? He points a finger in your face now and squints at you.
You get it?
Yeah, but we're men of the sea.
Roll-
We're a different elk. We're
roll
a
it.
different breed.
Roll a quick insight.
I got you. Also, I didn't realize this. I was reading my observation hockey stuff. I have a +5 to my passive wisdom, so it's a 24, not a 19.
A
7. I am going to use my luck point on that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I need to know what the... Oh, that
Go
was a
for it.
perception. Sorry. If that was my good roll, I'm going to be so pissed. Hey!
Hey, okay. We'll absolutely take that 21. For a second, you think you have just offended Squint. And then you realize he's totally kidding. And he kind of breaks that serious look and he smirks and he's like, "Gotcha for a second.
Just a moment.
No, it's no problem. I'm 89 going on 90.
You're 90 years old. You look spry for a 90-year-old, Squint. And the way you moved in combat, even if you were under something else's force, was no joke. Just how serious were these geriatric pirates?
He kind of crosses his arms and he gets this rather earnest look across his face. And he goes, "Wait, are you being serious? You're not just flattering me, are you?
No.
I know we don't have a mirror on board, but I know I don't look good."
Squint, I just said, honesty above all is what is important to me. I wouldn't lie to your face after telling you that. What kind of man would I be?
Oh, you're right, Captain. I don't mean to disrespect you or nothing.
No disrespect at all.
I haven't heard compliments on my visage in quite some time.
Also, that swimming ability of yours. I mean, that's not the first time I've seen you book it in the water like that. And plus, you took some damage back there, but you seem to be walking around like you're fine. It makes me think, Squint, that there's some potential in you that you're not being fully honest with us about. And I need to be honest with you about that.
He bows his head and he nods. He's got this kind of sage smile on his face and he goes, Okay. You caught me, Captain. But here's the deal. That swimming ability, that's just swimming. When I was born, my parents threw me in the ocean as my baptism. The water's been a part of me for as long as I can remember. I just love to swim. It's no secret ability. But as for how I seem to have come out of these battles doing fine in your eyes, I'll show you the real secret behind my ability. And he starts rolling his sleeve up. Rolls it up to the shoulder all the way, and he holds his arm out. He doesn't flex, but he makes like that bicep flex gesture. And he takes his other hand and he fiddles with the loose skin hanging off his upper arm. He goes, "See that? See that?
I see it.
Sometimes when I get punched, my skin helps slide the punch straight off my body and I take no damage." It's good to be old.
Okay, Squint. I'll accept that answer for now, but I am going to keep a bit of an eye on you. I trust you with the crew. You're one of my most trusted members so far. You've been nothing but good to us, but I'm going to keep an eye on you.
He clasps his right fist across his heart, and he takes a single knee, and he goes, "Nothing would honor me more, Captain. I'm your man till the day I die."
I pat him on the shoulder, and then I'd like to sneakily put an ear in the middle of his back where he cannot reach.
Okay. Let me see something. All right.
Am I rolling stealth?
Okay. No, I went ahead and rolled something for Squint. He did not notice it. You went ahead and placed that ear on him.
Okay.
Okay, I see that. Arthur, anything else anybody is doing real quick? I will say, you see a little rowboat with one of those oars that reaches down to the floor of the inlet. They come up, they share some words with Lunk, and they start leading the way through the twists and turns of these inlets. Anything else anybody is doing on the way over?
No, I'm keeping an eye on Lunk and just like kind of observing his demeanor and stuff as we get closer to his homeland, though. Do I notice anything?
Okay.
I'll roll for this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just roll me. Just roll me an active perception.
21.
Yeah, 21 is absolutely going to notice. Lunk was really forward and friendly with you guys at the start of this day. and he seems slightly reserved now. He's keeping his distance from you guys a little bit more than before, and that stands out to you.
I'm gonna walk up to him and just put my hand on his shoulder and give him a reassuring nod, and look at the horizon with him as he's watching the sky on the rowboat. And I'd also like to sneakily put an ear in the middle of his back.
Okay. Let me see something. Okay, yeah, you would sort of notice when you put that hand on his shoulder, he kind of like, he doesn't fully like jolt out of your grasp, but there's a little like convulsion in his body that he subdues for a moment, and he looks at you and goes, "Oh, Leadbelly, sorry.
No, you're good.
'Cause I'm just anxious to be back. Not all these eyes are happy to see you in our waters." And he kind of looks over at the docks and the fishing villages that you guys pass on your way to the Great Moor Keep. And you do see a lot of passersby who are eyeing the belly boat with a little trepidation. Many people are like clamoring for Lunk. They're saying, "Lunk, Lunk, welcome home. We're so glad you're back." But a lot of the soldiers, some of the older folk, are looking at you, Leadbelly, and the other strangers to them aboard the belly boat with a lot of caution and a little bit of hostility.
I smile and wave. And I say, "Smile and wave, boys," to Kiryu and Noko and everyone else up on deck.
That's cool, actually. There are some kids who are watching in the fishing village you're currently passing, and they'll wave back. They don't really
Hell
think
yeah.
much of it. They don't bear any of that look. They're like, "Hello, hi."
I give him a big smile and then grow out like hands on the side of my head like antlers and like make a silly face at them.
One of them gets scared so bad that they start crying, but most of the kids are like, "Whoa, what the heck is that?"
Hell
And they're
yeah.
laughing and they eat it up. But one kid's like, he starts like chewing on his shirt.
Oops. I just keep smiling and waving. Like for a moment they see me grimace like oops. Like but I just keep going, keep smiling and waving. But yeah, that's it. That's it for what I wanted to do on deck. Did you need me to roll a stealth for putting the ear on his back?
No, not in this
Okay.
case. You're able to put the ear on his back.
Noise.
Still a little bit of a good stretch of way to go. Let's see here. Rivers. This is a good point for Rivers to come up to you, Leadbelly. He's got this, he's taken a little bit of damage today, so he looks a little worse for wear, but he's still got a little intensity behind those eyes. He says, "So, what'd you do with my shield?"
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Yeah, my shield. That was in the quarters that you have commandeered that I used to sleep in. My family shield. It was hanging up, ringing any bells.
I look over at
You
Kiryu.
Nope.
No, yeah, I
You
don't
can
know
roll
either.
a history if you like.
Yes, yeah. If I
but
did something to this, I do not remember. Yeah.
off of 5, you vaguely recall, yeah, when you first took up residence in the belly boat, there was a shield on board. To your memory, I mean, none of y'all did anything with it, but you figure it should still be there.
Yeah, it should still be
Well-
there.
Well, it's not. It is not. I'm happy to report. Oh, wait, no, I'm not happy. That was my shield, man. You didn't even let me take it when you sold me
well.
off to a bounty hunter. And
I didn't sell
what
you.
did you
I
sell
traded
it?
you for
Sell
a
it for
dog.
parts? Sell it for money?
Well, I think the Marines must have taken it when they raided the ship.
Of course. Of course. You know what's ironic, guys? And Rivers holds up a finger. When I was the captain of this ship, I never let a single Marine on board. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that curious? The failure pirate, Lunk, do you believe that? The failure pirate never let a Marine on his ship. Curious.
You were a failure pirate.
Well, it's on my ship. Nothing that matters was stolen, so.
Lunk will just sigh, and he says, Leadbelly, I find myself in an awkward space right now. As glad I am that my brother is alive, and he has returned to Rashwan at the same time that I have. I'm overjoyed at that.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was because of you and your crew's influence and actions against him. I accepted that. But the level of disrespect you show him is simply concerning for a brother. And I'm sorry to say, I don't know. I'm not saying you're not welcome at More Keep. I'm not saying anything has necessarily changed in what to expect. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. It's just hard for a little brother to watch his older brother get treated this way. That's all.
Listen, I understand that entirely. I have brothers. I don't want them to be treated poorly. Hell, I burned down an entire circus for my brother. But there's a code that pirates live by. And your brother was just playing at being a pirate. He wasn't a real pirate. So I had to show him what a real pirate was like and kill most of his friends.
Plus, he's just a dick in general, so...
Yeah, he is an asshole. Have you realized this? Like...
Yeah, that also falls on the big brother to correct the smaller one.
Yeah.
The younger one.
Rivers throws his hands up. He's like, screw this. I cannot wait to get off this ship. And he walks away from you guys. But Lunk will watch him go, and he just sighs and says, I get it, okay? The world is one big school of hard knocks, okay? I know you piss people off, they're gonna get pissed off with you and piss you off back. That's just the way of the world. It's just hard to see my brother in this place. I mean, I have full faith he could be a wonderful ruler of More Keep and the wetlands, but it just... I don't know, it's like he keeps getting these lessons and he doesn't take them. It's very frustrating, that's all.
Then your father needs to bar
Yep,
him. Remove his royalty
he's
status.
gonna need
To
the
bar
outfit.
him.
He's gonna need protection. That is true, Kiryu. The dude is weak. Remember how fastly we like beat the shit out of him?
He also he needs a lot of free education.
He needs a lot of free education.
No, re-education.
Re-education, I got. Okay, my bad. Yeah.
Well, I think free education was the problem here. I had no education. I'm better behaved than that guy.
Lunk can't help but break a smile and chuckle. He's like, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you guys. What can I say? But I don't know. I like I said, nothing's changed. I'm sorry for, seeming like my attitude is different now. I'm just worried about the guy, okay? I know I'm a bit of an idiot.
Listen.
But
I'll keep it
a younger
civil
brother
with
shouldn't
him.
feel this way.
I'll ask some of my crew to be civil with him, but I'm gonna be real. My cowboy, my brother, he wants to blow your brother's head off. Now, I'll ask him not to. I will do my best to try to reason with him. But in his eyes, your brother has done us a great dishonor. And he's a man of honor. So maybe this goes well.
I understand.
I'm so glad I was muted for that. I just cacked so hard.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say, as a bigger brother myself, you just have to be the best example you can in correcting.
Well, I think I think Lunk is the littler brother, Kiryu. And Rivers is the big brother. So
That's exactly right. Noko too will pipe up. She's still kind of wiping her tears away, but she's like, "Oh yeah, I was totally mistaken. I definitely thought you were the older brother." And she points at Lunk. He just shakes his head. Nah, I'm the baby. He's the eldest. It's
yeah, you're definitely more respectful. Eldest? Do you have a sister?
Ooh. He gets very sad if you ask that. He says, "I will always have a sister in spirit, but she's
she
no
passed.
longer here on this plane. She was
Yeah.
killed."
Kiryu gets visibly sad.
Oh. That's
Her
terrible
and
to
my
hear.
other older brother, as well as my lady mother, were killed by pirates on a vacation voyage they took at the start of this year.
And
It was part of what inspired King Whippet to allow me to return home.
why weren't you allowed at home in the first place?
Well, I was a ward of King Whippet himself. I have been on the Sorbet Kingdom for the last 10
Oh!
years of my life.
Okay. Over at Sorbet, sorry. My geology is not good. Geometry? I think it's
No.
geometry. My geometry is
So-
not very good.
No, you're quite all right. It took me a while to triangulate my position in relation to more keep as well. Math was never my strong suit, but
yeah, try dangling.
yes, after after Rashwan lost to Sorbet, King Whippet made sure to take plenty of the reigning lords and ladies' children as insurance that we would not rise up in retribution. Seems to have
And
worked.
The Rashwan King just let him do that?
Well, we had no choice. Our armies were caught unawares at the start, and our supply lines were taken over. There was no chance to coordinate. Sorbet had the numbers, too. And after that bloody conflict, they let us keep the capital at least, but they wanted to make sure we wouldn't try for revenge, I guess.
That's how
Although
war
King
works.
Whippet is a good man, I don't mean to, disparage him or anything. He is a good man. He was doing what he thought was necessary.
Listen, there are good monarchs, but no monarch is a good man.
Lunk stares at you for a few moments. He blinks twice. And he just says, "How does that extend to general nobility? Do you feel that same way about, say, somebody like my father?"
That depends. How do you treat the people around you? How does he treat the people around him? Are his subjects happy? Does he unjustly punish them? Does he send them to Marie Joie? Oh, you guys are not government affiliated, so I guess not.
They are above table. The
Oh,
Roshan
fuck.
Kingdom is government affiliated. They have like a special arrangement with the Navy that keeps them like Rashwan is not under the Navy's jurisdiction. Rashwan handles all stuff like that
Okay.
with their
then
own military
If it's
forces.
okay, I would like to tread back on saying sending
Yeah.
them to, the second part of that. I would say sending them to Marie Joie.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got you. He again looks very upset and just sad, and he looks down at the water of the brackish water you guys are passing through. He takes a deep breath and he says, "My father tries his best. Once upon a time, he was a very good lord. And while he might not be anymore, it is not for lack of trying." And you guys see he is holding onto the banister, and he is like white knuckling. Like his grip is so tight, his arms are shaking now. He finally calms down a little bit, lets go with one hand, and like just kind of props himself on the other. And you guys see he's left very minor like finger indents where he was gripping the wood. He just sort of looks around. It is a beautiful
I quickly
country.
put
I
my
know that's strange.
hands over the fingerprint so Kiryu doesn't see them because he already has so many other repairs to do. I'm like, oh fuck.
Let me. I'll take a sleight of
No.
hand from Leadbelly and an active perception from Kiryu.
Oh, he's gonna beat me.
But
Kiryu's perception's insane.
That's so good.
Whoa!
Whoa! Sheesh.
We just lock eyes like.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I love that actually. You guys lock eyes after you did that, both kind of knowing that Kiryu definitely. Well, like, yeah, both of you knowing what the other is aware of, or yeah, it's so funny. Let's see.
Oh goodness.
well, I'm
That's a
gonna
good
ask
point.
something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask who are the ones who attacked your parents and brothers, siblings?
As he's walking away.
It's a
Good
thing
shit.
we're not entirely sure. There was a small fleet. They all wore different colors, flew a different flag. They assaulted our envoy and left no survivors.
A small
But-
fleet. Pirates don't work together. Not often.
No. That is peculiar, isn't it?
Oh no, maybe they're
My
friends.
guess. Maybe they're what?
I said maybe they're friends. Like, they're just a bunch
Who's
of
who's
buddies.
friends?
All the
The
captains.
crew?
Maybe they're all just
Or-
buddies. Yeah, like.
Maybe.
Or the guy
It's-
at the top is, yeah, or the guy at the
it's
top is
definitely-
strong enough.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good point.
That's true. That's true. That's definitely not unheard of. Of course, Roshuan faced many such adversities quite a while ago, but still within some folks' living memory. Though that was the last pirate fleet, and they have an entire blockade of Navy ships preventing something like that from happening again, should they want to enter the Grand Line. I don't see how it's beneficial for a crew to do that. No. My suspicion
We're going to the.
is it was one crew. One crew. You're doing what? He stops
What?
talking. You're going where?
To the Grand Line? I mean, you gotta.
He looks around at your crew. He looks at the still pretty beat up center mast. He looks at like the hull damage. I'll even say like Spenny is over there, and he just kind of like goes. And Lunk goes, "You're gonna go to the Grand Line like this? I mean, I'm not saying you're not strong, but you've heard
Well-
the legends, right?"
Of course. I look at Kiryu with a look of my face like I'm obviously lying, like fill me in later. Like, of course I've heard the legends.
Yeah, I facepalm myself.
But that's why I asked you guys for another ship. Because we need to repair this one and make it bigger. Much bigger.
Yes, well, I would at least agree with you there. You do need to do that. Good luck.
Yeah, but you were saying you think it was one giant pirate crew?
Yeah, he turns like serious again on the blink of an eye. Yeah. My guess, my suspicion, is it was one crew using a fleet disguised as many crews in order to confuse the situation. But nobody has proof. All that is confirmed is that pirate ships were seen sailing away from the wreckage, and my family's bodies were at least retrieved and intact enough for burial.
Was it on DC?
Yes, they were taking a cruise last year around all of the civilized lands of the South Blue, checking on our neighbors, hosting feasts at other foreign dignitaries' estates, what have you, enjoying themselves more than anything.
You know, and I look at
I
Kiryu.
see.
If someone offered them enough money, I bet a bunch of pirate crews would come together to take care of something for them.
Ooh. Lunk looks at you with a very measured gaze, and he says, well, maybe one day we could do something like that, but as for today, well, I'll let my father fill you in on the details of what we need now.
Okay.
Come, here, the main dock, and the rowboat in front of you guys leading you through the inlet kind of veers off toward this big, like half-lake looking thing. There is a larger man-made inlet. You can tell because the walls are all made of stone. They go down deep underwater. It leads into this very magnificent, roofed-off shipyard. You can see docks upon docks upon docks, as well as the scaffolding used to build the ships. You see one being built right now. It looks to be a galleon, probably about 2.5, 3 times the size of the belly boat, just to kind of give it an estimated range.
Kiryu, we should steal
It's not
that
nearly done though. It's only the keel and the hull. The hull isn't even fully finished yet. But there are plenty of wetlands Navy ships. You can see a few that are like the identical model to the belly boat. If the belly boat was still in perfect condition, they'd be a picture image pretty much. Yeah. You see other skiffs, swamp ships, all sorts of ships. And a few men on the wharf are guiding you all down the lane toward an open dock spot where you guys can tie up at. I'll go ahead and say that they're being roofed in. There's actually quite a bit of cacophony in here. There are plenty of soldiers, plenty of dock workers, plenty of fishermen. The commotion would rouse Arthur. So this is a good moment for you to wake up and join in if you want to do anything as you guys reach your dock.
I'm awake. I won. Yes. Oh, man.
You won.
I won. Oh, it still tastes salt. It's everywhere. It just doesn't get out. It's like sand. It's coarse. Hate it.
Yeah, it's dry, gets everywhere. It's the worst.
Where are we? We killed them Marines, right? I'm so fucking out of it.
Well, you killed a lot of them. Some of them ran away.
Damn it. I apologize.
That's okay. We'll probably get some new bounties.
My touch. Oh, I don't want a new one. I like the one I got. My picture's really cool. I got my hat. Maybe you think they take requests? You think they could draw a little picture of Mitch next to me? Maybe my bounty poster will be Mitch holding my bounty poster, and it's like an Inception thing.
What if
we
figure out who takes the pictures, and we hold up a picture in all of our bounty posters saying, "Have you seen this wrestler?" and we'll draw Mitch on there. What were you saying, Kiryu?
Captain, everyone knows who draws the pictures. And no one draws them. What happens is there's someone who ate the camera know me, and he's just able to get your good side. Come on now.
Yeah, I posed for that guy. What were you saying, Kiryu?
Like I'm saying, I don't think there is one guy that does that. There has to be multiple all over the world.
Yeah, because most of our pictures came from different, like, days or hours of the day.
It's kind of weird how, like, yours is all in color, but mine is like the sepia tone.
That is
It's got this, like, isn't it weird? Where'd they get the tumbleweed, honestly? Like, where you found that here?
Where do you find that? Yeah. Maybe the West Blue?
Oh, my goodness. The Wild West Blue, yeah.
Wild Wild West Blue.
Dolly. I had a friend back then. His name was Rottweiler. He always said Dolly and shit. I think his name was Rottweiler.
All of a sudden,
Maybe
this
Dalmatian.
steampunk guy comes up to you guys, and he takes his glasses off. Oh my goodness, it's Will Smith.
No, shut the fuck up.
I was talking about Pitbull.
I was
This
about-
is crazy.
Oh.
Mr. Worldwide. You were talking about Mr. Worldwide.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I did Rottweiler.
There's a giant mechanized spider. Hold on, I'm writing this down for my Wild West campaign.
Yeah.
And out of the ship mask, Kevin McCulkin comes out. He's like, "All right, you guys took long enough with this."
Yeah.
I
Seeing Arthur awake, I'm gonna go. Where's Kief at?
No, fuck it, I'm going to sleep.
You're
Keith,
going
what
to
are you
sleep?
doing right now?
I still haven't got a long rest.
Oh fuck. Kief, what are you doing? What are you doing, Kief? My Kiefer Sutherland?
Is Brother Keith there?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I had to go help my mom. She just got home.
Okay, I'll beat you right now myself, actually. You guys are good, though.
You need a second, Dill?
No, I was just trying to figure out where we were at because I was not near my phone just now.
Yeah, you guys are pulling the belly boat into place. I'll say a few folks, some of the NPC crewmates are tying up. What is Kief up to as you guys pull in? What has he been up to?
As much as he could in his unconsciousness, he was trying to keep his back to the bed at all times because of the sheer horror that has been implanted in his mind by his once brother, now captain, Leadbelly, when he said that we're going to rebrand you. So Keith's been like trying not to concentrate in his sleep. He's just been like trying to get as much of a peaceful sleep as possible.
Have you seen their brand? I think you have. The brand that Kiryu has made?
I haven't seen the brand. I've seen the brand markings on Leadbelly because he showed me to cover up his celestial hoof.
Right, gotcha. In that case, yeah, you're gonna have this rather incoherent dream, but it's one of those dreams that just fills you with fear as you're sort of in this incorporeal plane and a little like fiery visage of the Sakura mark flashes in the sky, for lack of a better term, right into your eyes. And as it fades away every time like a heartbeat, before it fades back in, the hoof remains sort of transfixed there in place for just a moment. And you wake up in a cold sweat.
Ah! That brand isn't near me, is it? As Keith like starts to look around as his eyes just shot open.
You're below deck, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was just a dream. Oh. Wait, the rest of it wasn't a dream, right? As Keith runs to go try and find Leadbelly to make sure that he didn't dream up the whole Mantang explosion fire festival.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't even take into
passive.
consideration that he's on a boat.
Yeah, off of your passive perception alone, as you run out, you would stop at a certain point as you catch a glimpse of Mystical in one of the beds. He's got a sheet over him, but he is looking worse for wear. His breathing is very ragged. He just is totally out of it.
Well, I guess it is not a dream, because
It wasn't all a dream.
I last saw Word Up Magazine. Fuck. I last saw Mystical a few months before we reunited with Leadbelly, but I guess it had to have happened, because... Wait, why is he... He looks sick. What? And Kief will do his best to try and, like...
This is really cool, actually. I'm gonna have you roll a history for me on this one. I'm gonna roll with this.
11.
Off an 11. Yeah, I mean, your memories are, kind of flooding back in, and the last thing you really recall was walking away from the Burning Mantang's circus. You kind of recall, the steps leading up to it, and everything before that sort of falls into place. You remember finding Leadbelly at Old Beach Haven, and your performance at Henry the Horse's, the big finale fight at the Big Top, of course. And then things start to get a little blurrier. You see, like, a little snapshot of some strange, slimy creature. You hear, like, a big explosion, and like remember the feeling of plunging into water, and you remember the feeling of, like, a ship taking off to sea, being pushed offshore, but you're a little confused how you're here now. Not to the point of panic, but there are some gaps for sure. It's cool.
Well, I guess it'll all make sense. Hopefully it'll be like last time. I just see Leadbelly again, and then all my memories start coming back.
New goal, remember again.
Yeah. Remember harder this time.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, no, Keith's gonna, like, as he's shaking out the days, is gonna try and, like, do a preliminary investigation on Mystical.
Okay, sure.
Almost like a checkup, like what a nurse would do, just, like, make sure his
Yeah.
breathing, obviously you said his breathing wasn't stable, but, like, the pre-signs that the nurse would check before the doctor shows up.
Yeah, I'm not really sure on, like, medical, like, strict definitions. I might be wrong, but his breathing isn't exactly like, unstable, but it's very raggedy, very shaky. He is at least breathing steady. He's drenched in a cold sweat. Go ahead and he's covered in bandages. From there, go ahead and roll me a medicine. Oh, geez, yeah.
Holy shit.
You
Sorry, I had to
can-
walk away from my phone after that one.
That's what's up, dude. Yeah, off a crit. I mean, you don't need to be a doctor to tell that he needs some serious medical attention. It's a little more than you are properly equipped to deal with right now. The bandages are so soaked that they've, like, kind of come up off his body, and I'll say you kind of, like, take a little peek under. He has been ravaged by something. It looks like a creature did this more than a person. But off that crit, you can smell the, like, it's not overpowering the room or anything, but as you're up close, you can kind of smell that first hint of sickly sweetness of an infection setting in.
As Kief is kind of, like, taking this in, just one thing for me. You said they were soaked. Are the bandages blood soaked or water soaked? Okay.
Yes, blood soaked.
Kief is gonna kind of, like, try and console Mystical. Be like, hey, we'll get you some help fast, Cole. Don't worry about it. And then Kief is just going to beeline it straight upstairs and start screaming, asking if we have a human mechanic.
As you come out, everybody's finished tying off the ship, we'll say, and you guys are kind of in place, you take their attention. Everybody's heads whip toward you. Lunk will step forward first, and he says, "Yes, your friend is going to need a lot of medical care, but don't worry, we're going to get him up to our infirmary and make sure he's awake for you by morning. We'll do everything we can."
Is moving him a good idea? Maybe your doctor should come here.
Yes, we'll make sure they assess the situation themselves and get a professional opinion on it, but it would be better if he were in our operating room.
Well, I don't know if he'll have the time. Like, his bandages are he's still bleeding. His bandages are soaked. They're starting to raise off of his body, and it smelled kind of sweet. Like, not the whole area around there, but like within 5 feet of him.
Well, they won't be thrilled to have to skip the feast, but this does sound a little more dire than expected. Look, when we head up to my father's solar, I'll make sure that the medical staff get down here right away.
Send one of these men that are leading us in. The ones who are docking the ship. Send one of them now to get the doctor. We don't have time to wait.
All right, fair enough. You there, Walton. Go ahead. You heard them. And he just kind of gestures toward one of the soldiers standing on the wharf within earshot. Go get the doctors. Get at least 3 down here right now. Tell them to bring a stretcher.
Oh my God, is that the Walton Goggins? Captain, I'll go with him. I'll go get help. I have to go with the Walton Goggins.
Yes.
Captain, 10-minute adventure.
yes.
Right back. This has never gone bad before. Never
It's
before.
never
It's
gone
off
bad.
to
I
let the
trust
crew.
you, Arthur.
This has never gone bad.
This
He'll
is never
smile
gone
at
bad.
you.
I
Arthur.
trust you.
And he'll go, "Oh, I'm mighty flattered. You might have thought to recognize me, but I'm actually Walton Goggles."
Oh, goggles! Yes, how could I be mistaken? Let's go get the help. We need.
Yeah,
we gotta
I would
get
feel
going.
better
We
if
gotta-
Arthur
we gotta
went with them as well, actually. So I'm
Okay.
for this.
Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting.
Wait. Take Glory with you.
Yes. Yeah, Glory! We're going on an adventure. 10-minute adventure.
Because I worked out so
Glory
well
does
last
a little. Glory chirrups a little, and she hops off. She hops up onto the banister and then down onto the wharf. As you head down the gangplank to meet with this Walton man at arms, he goes, "Well, that's a mighty fine, cute kitty you got there. Hi, thing." And he pets her cheek. "Now, come on, I'll take you
Yeah,
to the
man.
doctor."
She'll eat you.
"Oh, where do you hide all that meat, cute little thing? Where do you hide it all? I bet you could put away a whole feast."
Yeah. She I don't know, not right now. She ate like 7 dudes already. She's pretty full.
"Oh,
Pretty
I bet
full.
you did, honey. You're so good." All right, come along with me, folks. Nice to meet you. What's your name, by the way?
My name is
That's
Butch
Arthur
Danderlin.
Oh,
Butch
shit.
Danderlin.
Butch Danderlin. Butch Danderlin. What a fine name. That sounds a little foreign. Are you from Briss by any chance?
I'm from Alicornia.
Alicornia. I've never heard of such a place. Wow.
Yeah, it's near America. It's really cool.
Oh boy. Well, you
I'll
sound
tell you
pretty
all
well
about.
traveled,
I'm gonna tell them all about America as we're walking towards getting mystical some help.
mister. Nice. Yeah. Spin me a yarn. It's a fair enough walk to the medical clinic. We'll be there soon, but we got time for a
Oh.
tale.
Have you ever heard of horses? Now, I know y'all have dolphins and around these islands, but as far as I could see, you could just go up to a horse and ride it. It's crazy. America's such a crazy. It truly is the wild, wild west.
Well, mister, it sure sounds like a treat. Sounds like a free place to be, but I might not have never left more keep in my life, but I know what a horse is.
Oh yeah. No, that's a dog.
What? You guys are like walking out of the shipyard at this point. There are like no horses around. He's just like, what?
Yeah, what you're describing is a dog. I don't think you actually know what a horse is. You know, they come with they have this part on them called a saddle. You know, dogs don't have saddles. Come on now. I think you're being a little silly.
He kind of walks a little slower and he looks you in the face. He sort of like furrows his brow ever so slightly. He goes, "Mister, we got to get you checked out too or something? You take a hit on the head?"
Did you take a hit of something? Because you sounded like you're off your rocker. We need to get you checked out.
He raises his eyebrows now, and he's like holding a spear, but he sort of like tucks it in close, stops walking, and he leans into you. And he's like, "Well, now if you don't have a concussion, I mean, we could take a hit of something real quick." And he looks at you, unblinking, like waiting for an answer. What do you partake? You partake?
Is Arthur got to get
Reach
paid?
into my coat real slow and pull out one cigarette. I'm gonna be alright.
Oh yeah, that's great too. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. And he starts walking again. No, you can smoke those indoors though. That's fine. We can walk and smoke with that.
Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not getting high with my cat. It's not happening. The last time that happened, the walls turned furry. It ain't ain't happening.
Oh man,
You know,
I hate a
why-
bad trip.
Yeah, no, bad trips are not a thing. You know, me and my oh man, that reminds me of the time me and my buddy Mitch, we were gonna go take a hit with these wrestlers, and this weird lemon guy came out of nowhere. And that was, let me tell you about a bad trip. I fell for what felt like 20 years. I was just falling. Could you imagine? No ground beneath you, nothing above you to let you know how far you've fallen. Just that knowing you're gonna 1 second hit the ground and everything will be over. And then it keeps going. It just keeps going.
Anytime that
What a
happens,
trip
to me,
that
I make
was.
sure I make sure down and put one foot firmly on the floor. That seems to always help. Remember that for next time.
What are you doing? There's not. You know what? Yeah. All right. We need. And then Arthur's gonna think he's gonna be like, man, if only I knew someone who could traverse an inky black abyss. That would have helped out a lot. Too bad I don't know anyone like that. All right. Anyway, where's the doctor? I mean, is it a doctor? You all have a real doctor? Or is it one of them humbo jumbo wumbo jumbo potion man?
No, we got plenty of real doctors here at Moore Keep. Don't you worry. We'll get your friend some good help. It's right this way. And as Walton
None
is
of that
moving,
alchemy bullshit.
he will lead you guys a little further into the castle. As that is happening, actually, as you follow Walton away, back at the belly boat, another man, a little shorter, he's quite stocky, he's got like hard, tight muscles under his skin, despite being kind of older. He trots up and he's like, "What's happened to my ship? My ship! Who did this to my ship?" And he's looking at the hull damage, he's looking at the center mast. "What has happened to the center mast?"
Oh, that's CR.
CR? CR.
Yeah.
Correct.
Here goes. Korak doesn't have like a face hole, does he? You guys
Yeah,
just
I
put the
thought-
table right over him, right?
No, I'm pretty sure. Didn't Josh put like a little face hole in there too?
Yeah, I want him to integrate with the ship to become the ship.
Yeah, so he can talk.
He's gonna
you
combine?
carved the face hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he needs to make the face hole for himself.
Oh my god. So he's behind a table. He goes, "Actually, my name is Quinn, but yeah, you can call me CR if you want."
Yeah.
Lunk is gonna
That's
walk over
correct,
to this
Mr.
newcomer. He'll say, "Shep, sorry to say, but this isn't a Rashwan vessel anymore. Now, I'm gonna ask you a favor, and please allow your workshop to be opened up to this fine man here." And he points at you, Kiryu. He says,
Kiryu's
"He is the
asleep on the
ward of
deck.
this ship's
Yeah,
safety.
Kiryu's asleep on the deck.
Despite his appearance at the moment, he is the ward of this ship."
Yeah, so he's gonna need some materials. This is part of the agreement I've got here with the prince, I think, of your guys' little area here, whatever you are.
Wait, this Leadbelly like suddenly like all officially puts his readers on, and he's like,
No, listen. He's just telling him what he wants. I want Kiryu to be able to do whatever he wants to this ship. If that means expanding it, readjusting something that like helps it sail or whatever, you guys help him with that.
"You've already done everything you want to this ship. Look at my
We're gonna
poor
do
baby."
more. We're gonna do more. It's gonna be in good hands, I promise.
Yes, she'll be in good
Lucas.
hands for at least the remainder of the night. This is
Above
egregious.
table.
I've got to do something myself.
Tell him about the big cannon.
Oh, also, we're gonna need to be able to like reinforce it because we're gonna drop a gigantic cannon on it. We need to be able to put that on here, so it needs to be able to hold the weight of the thing. I'm talking at least the size of a house. Like it's big, and we need to hang that off the end of it so that we can fire it when we're sailing away from the kingdom. And I mean, the place we're gonna shoot it at, and you know, like be able to sail away with the like, what's that called? Proposition of the like motion. Yeah, I got it. We got there in the end. I'm assuming the
Chef
man's looking at me like right now. Like,
No, yeah, he not quite, but pretty much. Yeah, he's like looking at you. His jaw is dropped, and although his body is pretty tight and fit, his face is like where he carries like a lot of his extra weight, and his jowls are like hanging down in a way that just makes his face look longer than the like screaming man. He's just like,
Lucas,
"Huh?"
you
And Lunk
could
looks
play
at
this
him.
up. Play this up, and like, unless like you don't think your ship could handle this, like,
yeah.
if,
Unless you
if
guys-
it's not
yeah.
that good at like,
If you guys don't think you can do it, I mean, I understand, but and I point at Kiryu, sawing Z's in his sleep, and I'm like, that guy can though, and I know he can.
Lunk will look between you two, and he's just like, "Yeah, see, some friendly competition. I know you can do it, Shep, and I trust Leadbelly enough to say that if Kiryu can do it, he might at the very least be a good helping hand. I mean, just
You guys could
just
start,
look. I know. Just,
and whatever
Sorry, go
work
ahead.
you did in that 8 hours, Kiryu's gonna triple it in like an hour and a half. That's my guy. I'm hyping my boy up right now. Like,
these are some very high claims, and I will be holding you to them. Now, I know you are an esteemed enough guest of Moorkeep, so I'll leave my judgment there. But trust me, it'll be waiting for you in a bag by the door on your way out.
nice. The guy's gonna give me a gift bag. Do you guys hear that? And I like walk away.
Lunk will head toward the gangplank, and he's like, "All right, Leadbelly, come along. It's time I introduce you to my father."
Ah, yes. Is Kief near me? I'm gonna ask Kief to come with me. I'm gonna ask Spinny to look after the ship, and make sure the shipwrights don't try anything too crazy, and to wake up Kiryu, like kind of thing, just like basic commands. I'm gonna have Squint stay here, as well. Ooh, or should I take Squint with us too? Dill, are you gonna come with me, Dill?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will take
Squint?
Yeah, Squint.
Squint is already swabbing the deck. He's saying, "Don't worry, boss. I'm gonna stick to my own punishment. You don't gotta worry. These decks are gonna be shiny when you get back."
Okay, is he mopping around Kiryu? Kiryu, are you asleep on the deck? We all assumed because you were just like, I'm going to sleep. And then, like,
It's okay. Don't disturb
Yeah,
him.
it's
I'll
fine
move
with
him
me
later.
yeah, he's just asleep on the deck. Yeah, he's just
No,
mopping
then,
around Kiryu.
before I went to sleep, I built myself a bench so I can sleep on it.
I'll use that in my hype up for Kiryu too. I'll be like, you see that bench he's sleeping on? He made that like 10 minutes before you got here. I didn't even know where he got the wood.
Okay, so you've got Spenny on the ship.
With Kiryu. I'm gonna ride
Sweet.
Lead Horse into Moorkeep.
Oh wow. Rivers will rush down the gangplank to stand alongside Lunk. And he says, Now, you aren't going to bring this beast inside our halls. There simply isn't enough room.
I'm just gonna look at him and keep riding Lead Horse. Like,
What do you mean? Y'all got this big place and y'all don't have room for a dog?
exactly what I'm saying.
Lunk
They must be cat
kind
people,
of like
Steve.
quiets Rivers down. He says, There's enough room for a little bit. You may ride your dog through the frontier halls, but once we start ascending to my father's solar, it really will be difficult.
Sweet,
to get
because
him
I
through
want
that.
you
I'll
guys to
tell you.
fancy Lead Horse here up. I want you guys to give him some armor as well.
Okay, we might have some spare leather around that we could do something like that, maybe. Sure, we can
Leather?
discuss this.
Right?
Right?
We're gonna
Leather.
put leather on a dog.
Well, we don't tend to fashion our horses with iron or steel. We don't quite have enough, so we use, leather for some of the officers' horses here or there, but
How much
largely
money
our
do we have
horses
as a
go
crew?
unarmored.
It's on the belly boat character sheet. Hold up, I can pull it up for us.
How much would it cost
Yeah.
me for the iron to make Lead Horse some armor?
Ooh.
I'll pay your mint to do it.
We have 10,642,250.
Nice.
That's
really?
all of our loot pooled together, with Kiryu's and then Mitch's old chest loot, and then
Hell
that's
yeah.
without my loot pooled in.
Yeah, I'm cool to drop like a mil on this then. Maybe a little bit more. Kiryu got some crazy good shit earlier for us too, so. Mikey, how much is it going to cost me to get Lead Horse some fucking armor? And hold on, wait. And I need armor for an ocelot about this big, and I like grow a little hand out of one of my hands to like symbolize the length between my hands, like, and give them Glory's measurements as well. I'm willing to pay for all of this.
Lunk is sort of like stealing glances between Rivers and the Red Beret. He's like, we appreciate that. We might be able to work with that a little bit easier. We would never say no to a little bit of coin. I don't know those figures right off the top of my head, but we will absolutely
I'll ask
figure that
your
out
dad.
for you. Red
Yeah,
Belly,
I'll
no
ask your
worries.
dad. It'll be cool.
I doubt even he might know, but we will
He's the
get to the
king. He
bottom
should
of
know.
this for you.
He should know about the trades within his own castle, shouldn't he? He's a king.
I will say that is all role play. Above table, I'll toss out the cost. For the horse armor, it's going to be 720,000 berry for basic iron armor. If you want to go for the steel, some really fine stuff, it's going to be a lot more expensive. For an ocelot size, it's going to be way more. I'm not going to run this full one, but it's going to be way more in the realm of like 100,000, probably no more than 150 for.
Oh, that's
the
not even as
irons.
much as I thought it was gonna be. Hell yeah! All right, once we get that there, I'm definitely fucking doing that.
What's the difference between the steel and the iron mechanically?
Yeah.
So the steel is just going to be like a better AC buff.
Okay.
Other than mechanics, they're both going to like weigh about the same, so they're not going to, render things harder in any way. It's really just a quality thing.
Above table, I don't know Glory's AC, but I'm pretty sure. Let me check Lead Horses real quick. He has a pretty decent AC.
Glory's is 18.
18.
It's really high.
I'm gonna be
Oh,
real.
never mind. Lead Horse has a 10. So
Yeah,
maybe steel for him
Lead Horse
and
either
iron
iron or we could do leather for Glory, just so that way she can still move around nimbly.
yeah, that's actually probably a good idea because we want to get her armored up for
Smart thinking.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah,
y'all
so
maybe look into some armor for Arthur? I'm proficient in light armor and medium armor, and I'm wearing a fucking long coat with 15 AC.
Whenever they ask me for this favor above table, I'm going to ask them for full access to their armory for my crew.
Yeah.
I expect Kiryu to grab as much things as he can, like a fucking mad dash, and just fucking
Run.
We need this. 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 Is that a halibut? We need that.
Yeah, I was wanting to know the mechanics because if so, I can throw a little bit of berries into that.
No, we just use crew berries, dude.
Yeah.
It's fine. Mitch robbed the fuck out of some people, so like,
Yeah,
we'll use crew funds because it's for the crew.
Rightfully earned it as a pirate.
As a pirate,
Rob
yeah.
is a negative word. Mitch is a
Who's a
positive
steal-off?
person.
We will definitely get into the finer details of that here before too long. I got that written down, mental note of it. I do want to cut to our good friend Ragnar before we get too far into this without seeing him. We're gonna kind of bounce between times. So right now, actually, Ragnar Abyss rather is a little bit ahead of the rest of the Sakura pirates. I'll fool with y'all's tokens on this map in a second, but just focus up there on Abyss and the Lurking Legends. They had set up camp along the side of the main road as they are making a long, laborious hike up toward the capital Tundra, where the Lurking Legends have a few points of contact that they're reuniting with. Abyss had done something to a host of highwaymen that had come to waylay the Lurking Legends and him. And he was able to full out kill most of them. The Lurking Legends have disposed of the bodies. They've put them far off Abyss, so no predators are brought to you guys in the middle of the night. However, Abyss, you have noticed that at some point the Lurking Legends have kind of pulled their sleeping bags a little further away from you, where you're posted up with the hammock that you put the coffin in. Nothing too crazy, they're not moving off feet or anything, but just enough for you to have noticed. They've created a little distance. And let me see one thing. Okay, they are also all asleep already, except for Russ. Are you up to
I'm gonna stay
anything?
awake and keep watch.
Okay.
Actually, it'd be nice if I could go hunting, but I'm not.
Okay. Well, whatever you want to do, yeah, you're open to it. At some point, if you don't talk to him, Russ will slip into sleep himself as well. You start to hear the night creatures and bugs out in the woods across the road. They are, getting their day started as the night begins. There is a big, mostly full moon in the sky. It's not totally full. There's a good sliver cut off the end of it as it wanes. And you feel your eyes just sort of naturally drift toward it again and again. It's a rather clear night. The only cloud in the sky is coming from Mr. Mantang's. You can still see that inferno as it billows smoke into the sky. Roll me an insight as you naturally start to hear whispers. Off an 18, that's pretty good. This was a difficult one, but that will, at the very least, allow you to gauge that these voices have to be coming from inside your head. You're too far from the woods for there to be like somebody you can't see whispering that you can hear. The lurking legends are all asleep, and there's nobody else in the open field that you guys have camped up on the edge on.
I'm hearing whispers in my head.
Yes.
The voices inside my head. Can I roll?
You know what? I'll even add. Yeah. Say what?
To see if there's any creatures around.
Sure. Yeah. You absolutely can. Off at 22, yeah, you're picking up some life signatures around. It's all sort of coming in as like really small organisms, probably a lot of bugs, just maybe small mammals, just sort of going about their routine. Y'all's, the lurking legends seem to be, warding off the bigger animals of the night.
You just see like Chibis, like stealthily transport over to the animals, to the small critters. I don't know what kind of critter it is, but whatever it is, he's gonna catch it in his hand.
Okay, yeah.
A stick, and the stick is gonna all of a sudden just get sharpened by a shadow.
Oh wow.
He starts
Okay.
doing the surgery.
What are you doing the surgery on? The bug?
He's just gonna try to look up the stuff he saw in the book earlier.
Okay, cool. Roll me just one flat d20. Ten, middle of the road. Interesting. You find a nocturnal caterpillar. You figure it's probably going to one day turn into a moth, but that is the bug that you find out and about at the moment. It's pretty plump. It's just kind of like a fat little insect, little grub.
Plump. Actually,
Yeah, and as you roll, I guess it would be like, whoa, what just? I guess toss me a perception or a medicine, excuse me. And then describe exactly like, I know you're trying to like connect it to the research. Is there anything specific like with the caterpillar, like looking at
I'm
the
gonna try
exoskeleton?
to keep the shadow attached to the caterpillar even after it passes. See if that makes a difference.
Oh, geez. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Hold up. Hold up.
until he's running out. Or he's an inspiration on that.
You are absolutely free to do that. I'm checking one thing on your sheet. I want to see. Oh.
So let me find it. All right.
Oh, Kief. Oh, yeah, I see that. Nice. I'll fade 12. And go ahead and run me. I'm gonna need one of your confinements rolled yourself, but for the caterpillar. So that'll be a strength.
My devotion die?
Yes. Your confinement. Is that? This just says a strength save. So just toss
Yeah,
that.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Just I have to use the devotion die to do it.
Yeah, you do not in this case. This one is a
Okay.
unique usage. Is what from Tumblr? Wait, what? Oh. Is it just taking its time sending?
Ooh, wait, I already dropped it in chat. Did you not see it?
I do not see a strength save.
Oh, I rolled I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I just need the strength save. You're good on the devotion die for this one. Just need the strength save. Oof. Yeah.
I'm gonna use my berry blue. What's the DC?
The DC on this one is 12.
I got 2d6 I can use.
Oof. Oh, shoot. That was so close. Oh, okay, but there it is. It does at least meet. This caterpillar struggles as you start to carve along, I guess, like the shadow's edge. And you see it start, like, its little stubby legs, like, shaking back and forth, sort of curls up for a moment when you're about halfway through the bisection. And then all of a sudden, it seems to relax as you continue. And it's still alive.
Oh. The base looks at the caterpillar like, and just puts it back together and sends it off.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it once you put it back together, it doesn't like struggle to get out of your grasp, but as soon as you put it down, it takes off faster than you saw it move on its own before, and it heads off straight into the vegetation across the road. You're still
I'm just
hearing
gonna
those
stealth
whispers.
back to the cab.
Okay. As you do, you are No roll necessary right now. There's not really too much besides bugs that are going to notice you. So you just kind of creep back. You do hear some more of those whispers in your head. And you
Could I
are
try to
able
interpret
to...
what they're saying?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to need... Usually it would be a perception, but this case is a little different. So I'm going to need either a wisdom or an intelligence save, your choice. But I will tell you, without that roll, you are able to tell that it is distinctly one voice, you think, and you are pretty sure you hear it say abyss at one point. The rest will be up to the
They're like,
roll.
yeah, that's me.
Off of 14, yeah. Nice. You do pass that check. You're not able to make out everything that this whisper is saying to you, but after you hear abyss, look to the moons, the moonlight.
See, I'm not stupid. I know not to listen to strangers. As he turns around and looks at a group of strangers, they were the exception.
Has to make look to the moon. And toss me out a Constitution save.
Constitution.
Oh my goodness. Really, really good. Yeah, you feel your head sort of against its own will. You feel like a strain and a little bit of pain in your neck as your head seems to try to turn to the moon on its own. But about like halfway, you stop it. You do succeed on that. And although it hurts a little bit, you're not going to take damage, but just, flavor pain. You're just standing there like, oh, what is happening?
Like, this kind of pain hurts less than my devotion for prior. But what? Why is it trying to get me to look at the moon?
You could roll me some sort of an insight on that, if you like.
No, I'm just straight up asking him. I'm like, why are you trying to get me to roll? Or
Oh. Talk to you.
How about this? I see. I'm gonna pour out a bowl of water, right, and shape my hand into like a bowl, and then hold it under like as a reflection to look at the moon's reflection in the bowl of water. All right. Does this help you?
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. As soon as you look at that reflection, it's a little shaky at first, we'll say, but as the water stills and that reflection becomes a little more clear, all of a sudden, it's like you are standing in another spot. You do not have that bowl anymore. You are going to, if you take in your surroundings, you're going to notice the lurking legends are still there. You're now they're facing your left where they were facing your right before, we'll say. And you notice that there is a figure kind of like crumpled up by your hammock.
Where is this?
This
Why
is
is
still at your
everything
camp.
inversed?
It's less that everything is inverse and more that you have moved. It wasn't even like you blinked and you were suddenly somewhere else. It was so instantaneous. It's like the moment could not make sense.
Wait, I shifted position?
Yes.
So this is gonna look around in confusion, like, what's happening? Is this why Captain doesn't sleep without lights?
Yeah, you
What are you trying to do to me?
you would no longer hear that whispering in your head. But your focus is drawn on this strange little thing. It looks like a pile of clothes, maybe crumpled up by the coffin's hammock. And despite the moonlight that is streaming down, it is a mostly full moon, so it's pretty well illuminated tonight. When you look at this object, it's like there's like a void there. There's like a black hole.
I'm gonna slither over to the coffin and the clothing and like poke it and like slowly like oh.
As you poke it,
Poke.
very easily, it's like a limp figure of some sort, and as it rolls over, you see pretty distinctly that is you. That is Chibis, seemingly knocked out, looking rather asleep. Funny enough.
Nah.
The first
Start shaking my body.
thought. Yeah, the first natural thought you have, it just flashes across your mind is like, what? Then who am I supposed to be?
Wait. Is there some place I can look at my reflection? Look at my hands.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at your hands, and they are really distinctly not yours. They are shrouded in black, like your abyss form or your Chibis form, but they look like you have like a lot longer, a lot more humanoid cracks and wrinkles and crevices. You can see like the vein lines. You can see like the indent where there would be like fingernails. But it all looks a little off. There absolutely is. When you went to go find that caterpillar, you heard a little babbling brook moving down the way. That's a lot closer than the eye lake that you could run and check out real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now.
I'm gonna need a 1d20 from you, just flat.
Yeah,
Interesting.
sure.
Cool. You run over to this
My
brook
feature.
and do you what?
I was wondering. Keep going.
No, sorry. What was your question? I just didn't hear it.
I was just wondering if my moonlight feature pops in.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. If you want to try another flat d20, go for it. Yeah. That I was gonna roll with no, but why not? Yeah. You can have advantage. That makes sense. Interesting, and that does change things bigly. You're gonna head to that babbling brook. You try to catch a glimpse in the running stream, but it's a little too shaky to really make anything out. But just a few steps away is a bigger pool where it sort of evens out. And as you creep over there and poke your head over the edge to look down at yourself, you do not see the visage of Abyss in any way. Instead, you see, as if to be his twin, the face of the man that you've been carrying on your back with that same big toothy white grin piercing through. And you realize your face hurts so bad because it's been stuck in this smile the whole time. And now that you're aware of it, it's the only thing you can think of, as you are going to take 1d6 of psychic damage. And actually, I'll see what that rolls first. Yeah, okay. You see that surface of water come up to meet you as the strength leaves your arms and legs. And all of a sudden, instead of darkness, you see purple.
Purple. Oh.
You can go ahead and lay your token down in here somewhere. This is what you see. It looks like a bit of a cloudy void, and that whispering returns to your ear. Abyss. Yes. I would love to talk. Going to cut away again. Bring us back to more Keep. Again, this is a little earlier on in the evening again with Abyss. The sun was fully down. The sun is still setting here on More Keep, as specifically Lunk, Rivers, and the Red Beret are guiding. It was Leadbelly, Kief. Who else did you all bring? Was it just you two?
Squint, and I think there was one more.
Squint wound up staying behind to swab the deck. Spenny is still there. Kiryu and Noko are still there.
Yeah. It's just me and Keith and Lead Horse. The most important person.
Yeah, we'll say we rejoin as you guys have to start climbing a big spiral stone staircase that is just too tightly wound to allow Lead Horse through. Lunk just kind of takes his hands. He's like, I'm really sorry. You are free to leave Lead Dog here.
Lead Horse.
Or we can have one of the guards take him back. Lead Horse, the dog, of course.
Yeah, have your guards measure him for his armor.
He sort of like makes an owl face with his mouth. He like is just sort of like, oh. And he looks at his men at arms. He's like, well, you heard our guest, man. Go get the horse measurer, the dog measurer, the horse-sized dog measurer. Yes. They'll be right on it, Leadbelly.
Thank you. Shall we continue?
You got some good men here.
Also, I'm going to apologize. I was eating dinner. So I'm still eating.
No, you're chilling. You'll want to toss your tokens down. You climb this big central tower here. This spiral staircase just seems to keep going up and up. You guys spend the ascent mostly in silence, except for Rivers, who is just panting. He cannot catch his breath to save his life.
Oh my God, you're out of shape.
Yeah, that's what being tied up on your own boat for 3 or 4 days does to a guy.
You're fine.
You guys go on, I'll catch him. And he takes a break. He like leans on his knees. Oh.
I'm gonna pick him
Keith,
up.
who's been
carry him
on
up the stairs.
Leadbelly's shoulder the entire time, is like, "What, you can't even walk up a few stairs?"
It's easy for you to say. You're not walking at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna carry him as I walk up the stairs.
He heaves a little.
I'm gonna carry Rivers up the stairs.
Oh wow, okay. Cool. Give me. He's a pretty small guy, but I'll still take an athletics for that.
Okay.
Save. Yeah, 17 is gonna pass that. Yeah, that's you're able to haul him up, and he's gonna like struggle at first. He goes, put me down. I can make it. Then he relaxes, and as you get higher and higher, he's actually gonna kind of whisper in your ear, Leadbelly. He goes, "Thanks, man."
Uh-huh. As soon as we make it to the top,
Yeah.
like through the door, I just drop him. Like I don't give him warning or anything. I just let him go.
Right
Let's
in front
see.
of his dad. Here you go.
Yeah.
Picked up some trash on the way in.
He's gonna take 3 damage as he lands on his hip, and he goes, "Ow! God, a little warning next time at least. Jeez."
Oh, sorry. I forgot I was carrying something.
No, it's okay. I really did appreciate that. And he whispers that too, to where only you can hear it. You guys come up to the top. There's like a little turret that juts up, and it opens out onto a great rope bridge. You guys are high up, and it's very windy here, but this rope bridge is so magnificent and grand and artisanally crafted that it's not really swaying too bad in the wind. There's no, trepidation as Lunk leads you all across. You have seen plenty of guards on your way up, and that is no less true here. You see 2 guards stationed at the door you guys walk out of. You see 2 more guards at the beginning of the bridge, 2 more guards at the end, and then 5 guards at another small tower that extends out from across the bridge.
Oh wow.
We got a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a lot of guards. Hey, do you think I could survive if I jumped off here? Like I'm not gonna.
Who are you asking?
I'm asking Kief.
Well, there was signs of an ancient fighting style. No, I definitely think you'd die. Look, there's no bushes.
Listen, I can grow wings. I can grow wings. I can grow wings though. No, only for like 60 feet. But if I just wait for it, like aim for the bushes.
I think you'll fall faster than you can have 6 seconds to say anything.
Nah, I got this. I mean, if I'm planning,
My
if I
ancestor.
could just grow wings before I jump.
If you can truly grow wings, Leadbelly, I say give it a try someday. At least after we have our discussion, but let me warn you. My ancestor, Lord Mont Bruce Lee, jumped from this very bridge in a fit of mania, and when he landed, he was nothing more than a little blotch of blood on the ground, even in the soft soil of the swamp.
So he got killed on the way down. Got it.
Yeah, something got him on the way down then.
No,
Had to
it was
be.
terrible. He exploded. His bones were launched so far, we found them at least 2.5 miles out. It was kind of unexplainable, actually, but it was really grisly. There were
Yeah,
detailed
something
records
ripped that
about it.
man's bones out. It was not a fall for sure, right? Like Leadbelly
As we
is
come
now
up,
convinced that there is some kind of bird that will get him if he tries to jump off this bridge. That'll rip out his bones and drop his skin.
No, just the blood.
Just the blood.
you guys come up to this next door, get off that big rope bridge, and Lunk turns to you pretty seriously, and he goes, "Now, look, this will not be a constant in your time here. I apologize to have to do this now, but I will need both of your weapons."
Which one?
And he points at your rapier, your sword and your sword. And he kind of points at you, Kief, when he says that, but he's like, you'll see off your passive, he almost says the word toothpick, but he stops himself. Your sword.
If you
Okay.
think you can handle all that.
Jeez. No comment. Oh my god. Lunk just nods. He goes, I think I've got it. And as personal insurance, I'll be the one to hold on to them. I'll be in there with you. But it is one request my father's made.
Of course, but I
You
will let you know. If I want this back, I will get it back.
You want my drumsticks too?
Don't tell him your music's a weapon, dude. Shush.
Well, he can
Ooh,
very clearly see that I'm wearing daggers on me. And my daggers are my drumsticks. I just use the handle for the drumsticks portion.
I have some daggers as well, but I'm not. gonna
Yeah,
tell him
has
that.
he? Has he seen those daggers? I'm struggling to remember. I think he might have. Let me just do this.
He would have, because I'm just operating under the assumption that they're on Kief's hips.
Gotcha. Yeah, if he let me just do this. That was just meant to be normal, so it would still be the 5. Below 10 in my head I was saying is he doesn't really register those. You can keep the daggers. He just kind of chalks those up to drumsticks.
Oh, okay.
He does take y'all's swords. He will, as he's looping your rapier, Irene, into his belt, Leadbelly, he grins at your comment and he says, well, now, that would be a fight I would enjoy to see, or participate in, rather. But time enough
This
for
guy's
that
gonna help me
later.
Kill his dad? I don't say that out loud.
He puts his hand on the door, and he opens up this great solar door for you guys. You see this big, rather dark, solemn solar. There is a fire crackling in a great big hearth, as well as in the fireplace, but it's not doing much to cast light around this room. There's like a very palpable, sad energy in the air. But more pressing, there are also about 50 soldiers in here. 50 wetlands men-at-arms in here. Lung says, please don't panic. You have to understand. Nobility must put on a show. And in a great big armchair, you catch your first glimpse of the Lord Vertrude of Moorkeep. I'm going to throw him down as he looks at you both quite somberly. And I am going to call for just a quick minute break here. I'm going to go top off my water real quick. My throat's getting dry. Be back in
This guy's getting
just
toppy?
one
Wow.
moment. Whoa.
Whoa.
Hi there, like and subscribe for more D&D shenanigans.
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. Ba-na-na-na. Kiryu, you gonna wake up and
Yeah.
fucking outdo those shipwrights, I bet.
I will. Don't worry about that.
Skibbity donk.
Kiryu is the best shipwright in the
Kiryu is the best shipwright. That's why I talked him up so much.
North Blue.
We're in the
Not for every blue. Every sea.
we're in the South Blue, I believe.
See, nobody knows.
It is the
Around
South
there.
Blue.
I knew it wasn't the East, and I knew it wasn't the West. So I had two options.
I'm like 100% positive it's the South Blue.
Imagine. It might.
Yeah, we're in the South Blue.
I'm 100% positive immediately. Oh no, we're not actually.
Yeah, we're in the North Blue.
Are we in the new world?
No, we're not in the new world. What? He said, "Are we in the new world?" With the fucking uncertainty you said.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Are we in the new world? We definitely need your sister because none of us know where the fuck we are.
Real. Well, now we need a doctor. I'm gonna make one.
Yeah, we need a helmsman, a doctor, and a cook. I'm actually thinking we could make CR the helmsman, like have him steering the ship himself. At some point, like I don't know how to expand himself that much throughout the ship, though.
I mean, yeah, we need like half of the crew.
All right, Joe, I am back. We'll keep on with this scene here for a little bit as you guys enter. Another guard shuts the door behind you all. Oh, I love you, Google
How many guards are in
Docs.
the room?
About 50.
Jesus. Okay.
Actually, more like 52. There are also 2 posted at the door. So more like 52. Plus Rivers, plus Lunk, plus Lord Trey-Vertrude, and 2 more men who are, one is done up in like regal armor, and one is in like flowy magenta robes who stand on either side of Lord Vertrude.
Awesome. Awesome.
Kief
gonna
turns to Leadbelly. Hey, Leadbelly, have you ever played 52 guard pickup?
No. But we could. I'm gonna walk straight up to their lord and be like, "Hi, I'm Leadbelly," and hold out my hand. I'm not gonna follow their regal shit at all. I'm just like bulldozing straight towards them. Not aggressively.
Nice. Cool. He stands up from his seat, and although you do tower over him, he's just a normal heighted human, a little on the taller side, for sure. But even as he stands and has to look up at you, you do kind of have this innate sense, Leadbelly, that in a way you're also looking up to him. He's got this somber look on his face, but he is very serious and his handshake is firm as he gives it to you. But he does not say a word. He lets go of your hand and walks over to the hearth. And he just stares into it. He says, "All right, the rest of you can be gone. Sons, you two stay." And
You have quite
dutifully,
the presence.
his men absolutely leave dutifully. There is a moment's hesitation from the 2 guys who were at Lord Vertrude's side, but they share a look, they go out. You do receive some scathing looks from the men-at-arms, Leadbelly. They spare you like a look of reprehension that is pretty palpable. But even the 2 guards at the door leave, and the room is now yours. Let's see. Lord Vertrude then walks over to this massive desk on the side of the room, and he brings over a plate. And on this plate are a few slices of thick wheat bread and a little wooden bowl full of what looks like mined salt. It's in big, heavy, thick chunks. He walks it over and he nods toward it. He says, "I need you both to take a piece, as befits your size, of course. Dip it into the salt like I do." He takes a piece, he rips it off the edge, he dips it in that salt until a few kernels have stuck and he eats it. Here, go, do it.
So good
I look
about
at-
salted bread.
I look at Lunk a little bit like, should I do this?
He nods very reassuringly. He doesn't say a word, but he just closes his eyes and nods.
I do the same then.
Lord Vertrude. Kief, do you do? Do you as well?
Yeah, he probably doesn't wait as long as the Lord did for kernels of salt, essentially, to stick to it. He just kind of like dips it in there, almost like you're using the water bowl at a table for your hands.
Sure, if it's
Kinda
cool
like-
with you,
Little
I
tap,
would
tap.
love it. Yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah. You get like a tiny little piece of bread and a chunk of salt that's the same size, and that's kind of like the most you can fit in your mouth. And the salt just totally overpowers you. You like pucker your face up, and it's pretty powerful. It's really potent salt for sure, if such a thing exists. I don't really know about salt potency like that, so that might be a dumb thing to say, but for now, it works. Lord Vertrude, after you guys have done that, walks back to his desk and he kind of tosses the plate back down. He goes, "You have just partaken in a very historic Roshuan tradition, and you are now protected in my house under guest right. My men will do no thing of harm to you whatsoever. You have my guarantee on that. We still follow the old honorable ways of Roshuan here in the house of Portescue."
Just us two, or via extension?
Yeah, via extension. You don't have to worry about your crew of vagabonds.
Okay. Hey, whoa. Now, just because I don't know what that means, doesn't mean that I don't feel the hostility from it.
He'll look at Lunk first, and you guys will notice Lunk kind of has a look of shame. Your passives are more than enough to see that. He looks down at the floor. He looks at Rivers next, who has taken up a spot by the window, and Rivers he's got this like sneer on his face, and he looks out the window. Lord Vertrude finally says, "I don't suppose my sons have told you about my other children and my lady wife. They were killed by pirates, so you'll forgive me if I don't exactly have too much love for your lot." His lip is quivering, his eyes brim over with tears. "But I must sincerely thank you for what you personally did for my son." He gestures toward Rivers, "getting him back here. Be that as it may, whatever it took, you did not kill him, and you got him back here, and I thank you for it, sincerely. As much as I despise you and your ilk, you are protected here in my home for what you've done for this house."
Well, I appreciate
"I have seen much change in Roshuan over the years, gentlemen." He walks and sits in that big chair again and leans his head into his hand. He looks exhausted all of a sudden. "Much change. There was great heavy change when King Whippet stole my son away for 10 years. There was great change when King Beer III finally died and his son took his place and ruled this kingdom with a greedy fist. There was much change. Oh, there's a fifth beer as well. A poor little boy who's going to get corrupted by that seat of Roshuan, the same as his grandfather has. There is no hope for a king named Beer in Roshuan anymore."
So you think you should be king? Is that what I'm hearing?
Heavens no! Heavens no! I do not wish to usurp the throne. That is not what I'm saying here.
Why not? We could.
But I am... You boys think your might has extended farther than it really has, don't you? You think you could go up against an entire kingdom? You think you could go up against the might of the world government?
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell
As
yeah!
Kief is like fully bought into the fact that Leadbelly is taking down the world government.
Listen.
Yeah, Arthur's down in the clinic. He throws out a hell yeah. Abyss, miles away, just suddenly goes, hell yeah. I don't know why, but hell yeah.
Kiryu in his sleep. Oh yeah.
And his sleep. Hell yeah.
You don't hear a hell yeah. You just hear several different gunshots in Morse code.
Nice.
Hell out. Hell yeah.
Now I do look at the king and I say, now we are not idiots. We know we can't take on the world government just yet, but we will. but dismantling the kingdoms that have sworn fealty to it? Yes, I think we could do that.
You fools. I truly hope you can help me here, but I need you to hear my pleas.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
what
want
do
to
you need?
dismantle this country. I want to save it. Desperately. I want to save its people from a life of war and starvation and slavery. You don't understand. You weren't here. I won't begrudge you that. But I need you to know that this country has changed more than I care to admit. It has become something I hardly recognize except for the walls of my own keep, even the wetlands. What once were verdant farm fields all over that my grandsires were able to make a living off of is no more. The swamp has eaten most of it up, as greedy as our foul king, who serves only money and
So,
on certain... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, and on certain championship bout nights, the Thunderdome.
The Thunderdome.
Oh, Thunderdome?
Yes, the economic heart of Roshuan, where all of our economy grows and thrives from. They would have you believe it's the free market that they fostered there. Bullshit, I say. Bullshit! And he spits into the fireplace. It is a place where the slave trade still exists and operates freely, and it is a stain on Roshuan, gentlemen. A stain.
So
I would have nothing to do with it,
Thunderdome,
but... Sorry, go ahead.
Thunderdome gets taken down. King gets taken down. You don't want to be king, even though you've seen this place get worse and worse, and have ideas to make it better. And corruption?
You're getting the basic gist of it. Tell me, new friends, if you can truly be called that, what do you know of House Harg?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I've never heard that. Harg? Oh, did their family hate themselves?
Ooh. Lord Vertrude just smirks. It's a really bitter smile, and he spits into the fire again, and he goes, "Would that I were in your shoes and I had never heard of those dastards myself, but unfortunately, I stand here in Roshuan against them. They command the upper hills. They are a newer house, one of the lowly people who conquered through bloodshed and ran extinct an old and honorable house of Roshuan. Lord Harg himself, as he is styled now, even killed the last 2 babes who were still at breast. They are not an honorable house, and they have no place in Roshuan, and it incenses me that I could lose land to the likes of them, because King Beer is better friends with them than he is with me, because they also enjoy the proclivities of the Thunderdome. Roshuan has fallen, gentlemen.
Not yet, it has.
You come from... Tell me, you come from the circus that was here on the island, correct?
Yes.
You have seen those lands. Well, those lands are ungoverned, as is now the case. But King Beer will be making his judgment on who will get to ward over them soon. The Lord Humongous has generously bowed out from the running, so it's gone up between me and House Harg. But, of course, House Harg has the mines. They have the money. So who do you think King Beer is liable to choose in this most difficult decision?
House Harg, it sounds like.
You catch on quick, Leadbelly. And of course, the king will defend his friends, even though he and House Portescue go back much, much further. Once we had a thriving agricultural economy here, but as I said, that is no more. It could be once again, if only he would grant those lands to us as is deserved. We could revitalize my people's homes.
Okay, so
Bugger the economy.
it seems like you want to help your people, which I find admirable. I'm not a fan of monarchies. I will tell you that straight to your face, sir. But what is it you're wanting myself and my crew to do?
Roshuan has their Coast Guard, of course, as well as the elite main force patrol. And while the Coast Guard is, of course, loyal to King Beer, the main force patrol has far too many actors who have rallied under the flag of the Lord Humongous. He stands as the military might of Roshuan. His numbers, even putting the main force patrol aside, far outweigh those of the Royal Army now. They are all brigands and sellswords and probably criminals who have avoided capture, but they are all skilled and hardy fighters. That cannot be denied. My suspicion is, should Sorbet attack once more, which I think they will, he looks at Lunk with a particularly volatile expression. I don't foresee Lord Humongous coming down from his mountaintop and defending Roshuan as a whole. He will wait until the battle is right at his doorstep and make sure no house goes burnt in his lands. But the rest of Roshuan will be all on their own. However, I see a way out of this. I see a way that Roshuan can join together in unity to buffet Sorbet and then truly get to the bottom of internal affairs. Put this country back in order. But in order to do so, I need Lord Humongous to come down from his mountaintop so he can face old world justice.
So you want me to kill him?
If it should come to that, I would not fight it overly so.
All right, Kief, we gotta kill him.
But I would like to put him through a court of his peers, so he could spend the rest of his days in a cell.
Okay, so don't.
But should
kill
he
him.
die, it would be no big loss.
What do we tell his
What I need
citizens?
from you, the Sakura pirates, is something that cannot be done by any good countryman of Roshuan. I need you to bring down the Thunderdome. With that, I would love to cut to one of our other characters here in More Keep. Let me see. I'm going to roll a dice for it. 1 and 2, we're going back to the belly boat. 3 and 4, we're going to Arthur. All right, we are back at the belly boat with Kiryu. Kiryu, Spenny, Squint, Noko, Misty Cole knocked out, Quinn in the mast. Shep is on board taking diagnostics of everything. Yeah, Kiryu. I'll open it up to you, brother.
Well, I wake up after a long, a very long and deserved nap, and see what's around, what changed.
I hope you enjoyed your dozing off there, pal, says Shep, who you have not met. But he's just kind of taking notes on a little pad, and he sends a little sneer your way.
Who are you?
Ship's papa, and I'm told you're her stepfather, but you have taken mighty poor care of her, if I dare say.
Well, we've only got her for like 2 days, so I haven't really got any to do any modifications, any repairs, just some patchwork.
Well, I am impressed that you could do all this in only a few days at least, whatever that's worth.
Yeah, you said you were the creator. Nice. So yeah,
Yes,
I'd like this type
master.
to draw some blueprints and plans and whatever the ship has to be done to show him.
Yes, well, you're going to need an entirely new mast. This one that talks is just simply no good. It doesn't make sense, and it's all black with scorch marks here. It's all marred. It's all wrong. There was a big, beautiful piece of timber here before. I picked it out myself. I remember.
Well, now it has character. Literally.
Oh, it's a character, all right. Hey, say, how did you get it to talk?
Devil fruit shenanigans. That's
Ah.
well, I can understand also. For now.
Should have figured something like that, but that's mighty peculiar. I've never heard tell of a devil fruit being combined with a ship.
Well, it hasn't combined to the ship yet. It's just part of the mass. But I hope in time it gets integrated with the ship itself. That's my hypothesis, at least.
I have a feeling you either came from a highly esteemed laboratory somewhere, or you escaped from an asylum. I'm not sure which, though. Nevertheless, it does intrigue me, your plans. I am Shapaya Babaya. A pleasure to meet you. You can just call me Shep.
Well, I'm Kiryu, and yeah, I could say that my mentor was kind of crazy and got after him.
You had a mentor.
Yep,
What was his name?
Dr. Schnitzel.
Dr. Schnitzel. Yeah, you must be pulling my leg now. I am not quite sure I believe all that.
Well, I get my case from my back and show him, like, the modifications. Transform it to a gun, or something. Yeah, I mean, that's the technology I have. I mean, it's made by me, but I got all the... I got everything from him.
Oh my, yes. And he puts down some glasses he had on top of his head. Gets to looking at them. My, yes, this is unmistakably from Schnitzel's work. Although you say you made it, there's been no mention of assistants or aides or mentees in Dr. Schnitzel's care. I'm quite confused about that. Were you
Well,
the one they say has been bringing this technology around the South Blue by any chance?
oh no, that's not me. I'm trying to get back the technology. Well, do you have any? Or don't know of any?
Here, no. I had heard through the grapevine that there were many developing technologies being brought here over the last year and the year ahead, of course, but Keep is slightly disconnected from the greater South Blue realm right now. Haven't heard too much about that, unfortunately.
I see.
Though it is remarkable technology, I am astounded at what the world government was able to fund.
Well, I think the later years of his life were self-founded.
Oh,
He broke off from the government.
really? To be able to do all this self-funded? Sure. Whatever you say, kid. Well, anyway, let's take a look at these ideas and plans you've got. What are you trying to do to my ship?
Well, first of all, I'm trying to expand it or make it carry a lot of load. If you get what I'm saying.
Expand the ship, he said. Expand the ship.
Well, it is possible. You just have to reinforce the keel and yeah, pretty much expand that on everything else. Basically, you need the entire yeah, I need the entire battleship to...
He raises an eyebrow at you. He goes, well, you're not wrong, but even if you know what to do, it's still a very lofty task. He starts looking over these drawings you've done. He goes, well, you're clearly well studied. You understand the theory and you understand what it would take. But have you ever taken on a project of this size? Have you ever even built a sail ship?
Not really, but I'm up to try. Like, if it isn't impossible, then it can be done.
Kiryu, I'll take a. Do I want to do that?
I also made a promise to a friend to take him in.
Ooh, that's interesting. Promise to a friend. What are you talking about?
Like the giant cannon, I draw the basic sketches of. Yeah, it's owned by a friend, and I want to take him in, like with the cannon. Can't let the cannon behind. And also,
Well, your
that guy
friend-
is also a lot of load because they're foot shenanigans.
Devil fruit shenanigans, don't I know? Ugh, steer clear of those weird things.
And also, yeah, the ship needs to be reinforced in general because you are gonna get into rough seas soon.
Yes, because you all have been using them as punching bags, I see. I understand.
No,
Well-
but it's not. This kind of ship is not for our kind of adventure.
That's clear. That's very clear. This is a simple scouting vessel designed for basic intercoastal travel. This wasn't exactly set up for hard combat that you all have shown it. However, roll me a persuasion at this point, Kiryu.
Right. Do I get advantage?
I'm trying.
You can say no.
No, I'm gonna say no, but fear not. This wasn't a super crucial persuasion. You are gonna fail it, and Shep just he looks intrigued by the plans you've drafted, but he's not convinced. He goes, "Come here. Let me give you a tour of my shipyard before the feast starts. I believe there's still time. Maybe I can
sure.
teach you a thing or two that Dr. Schnitzel couldn't about shipbuilding. Not to disparage, but everybody has their field."
All right.
With that, Noko is going to tag along with you too, as he leads you off the gangplank. I do want to cut over to Arthur. Arthur, Walton has led you guys to the doctors now, you and Glory. He goes, "Hey y'all, sorry to bother you. I know we're about to get our grub on, but got some orders from the top. We're gonna need your help." Arthur, you see a few of them. There are some, mostly nurses, a few doctors that come up. They look like they're tidying up the place, checking on. They have a couple patients in sick beds here or there that they're checking on before this feast. And most of them come over a little curious. One of the doctors who is wearing a surgical mask, and he's in full, essentially like green scrubs. He goes, "Yeah, what's the issue? Is everybody okay? Who is this?" "Well, this here's my friend Arthur, and he's got friends who are a little worse for wear, apparently."
Yeah, we're part of the crew that, knocked some sense into rivers and brought them back here, and whatnot. Real talk, TLDR, too long didn't read. Yeah, we don't have time for that. Man's dying. Actually dying. Like, there's a reason why I'm trying to speak in few words as possible. Dying, man, need you. You guys pretty good at, doing the Healy Wumbo Jumbo. Dying guy. Dying. Literally, like, light from his eyes. Like, urgent.
Yeah, I didn't really see the fella, but that makes a little more sense now. We might need you guys down there at his boat, like, right away. And the doctors and the nurses, they all kind of like It's not like a full-on like, oh, but they groan a little bit. They're a little like, oh,
No,
shit.
I appreciate it, but I'll put in a good word with Lunk for y'all. I mean,
No.
Lunk personally asked to make sure that Lunk and Rivers.
Sorry, go ahead.
Isn't Lunk the other prince?
Yes, Lunk and Rivers.
Yeah. Lunk and Rivers personally made sure that we had to get this guy help ASAP because they don't want a guy dying in their kingdom, and it's I apologize, but if it was any other way, I would do it. But this is real. I'm scared. I don't want to lose my friend.
Ragnar, could you help me out and give this doctor a name real quick?
What doctor?
Just this main doctor that
A
has
doctor.
stepped forward to do the talking. Any name, just whatever you think.
Oh, Dr. Oz Ronald.
Oh my god.
Oz Ronald.
I don't know if I regret that or not. Okay, Dr. Oz looks at you, Arthur. He's got a name badge that literally says Dr. Oz. And
Hey, do you remember 9/11? Do you believe in that? You look like a guy who would like denounce that. Also, who would try to start a cult on national television.
Pause.
What up, Dr. Oz? No, big fan.
Oh my god. He just shakes his head at your initial comment, Arthur. He waves his hands. He goes, No. We're here to help people. It's not your fault if timing sucks sometimes. Just he points a finger at Walton. He goes, You make sure they save us some pig, okay? I want some of that pig. Walton goes, Hey man, you got it.
Marines! Where? Where are the Marines? Where are they? Where are them pigs?
One of the nurses snorts. And she very clearly liked that.
I heard him! I heard him snort! I heard him! They're in the room! Look out, everyone!
Hey man, I can rest assured, ain't no Marines here. We do patrols. They're not allowed on Rashwan soil.
They're gonna make me start falling! They're gonna make me start falling again! No!
Hey man, we didn't even take any hit of that wacky backy. You're good. You're good.
Oh man. Oh my god. Like, man, do I feel like being wild today?
Uh-oh. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, sure. I had a long rest. I'll burn a spell slot. I'm gonna, as he says, we didn't even have a hit of it. I'm gonna like cast blur on myself and be like, "Are you sure, man? I'm not." And I'm gonna just start I'm gonna start fucking with him. Yeah.
The doctors and nurses just sort of stand aside. They all take a trepidatious step back. Glory does too, actually. She'll kind of join up with them and take a step back out of the way as you, I guess, you're like running around Walton. And this guy's been pretty smiley, pretty happy-go-lucky so far in this short time you've known him. But he like looks kind of panicked now, not quite like in a panic, but he looks alarmed. And whenever you stop, he goes, "Whoa, I guess I did have enough for breakfast. Jeez. Oh man, I feel."
All right, time to go find the captain. Captain, we're gonna take the kingdom. Captain,
Yeah,
gonna spell kingdom with a C.
Yeah, you go on, Arthur. I'm gonna take these guys to your ship for your friend. Oh man, I got a headache now. Oh man. And he like he kind of like puts his thumbs in his eyes. He's like, "Oh."
Is there like a training courtyard for like the guardsmen or anything?
Ooh,
I'm just gonna start wandering off.
Totally, yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
We'll Yeah. Well, let's get to that in one moment as Arthur heads off. You can totally look for one. Yeah, above table. Yeah, this castle would definitely have something like that. We'll see if
Yeah,
we're able
just to
to
make
find
sure, I will be able to find it because I have something for that.
it.
I'm canny. I can't get lost by
Oh, that's
anything. So
cool. Yeah, that's right.
like, before they leave, I'm gonna be like, hey, y'all have like a training yard for the courts guard, right? Like a place where the guards train up and hang out and everything. Where are the training grounds? You just give me a
Oh,
general
yeah.
sense. I'll find my way there.
Yeah, man, it's like, oh, jeez, oh. And Walton's like pinching the bridge of his nose. It's in the middle of the castle. It's got a big courtyard. You'll see it. Oh, jeez.
Excellent. That's all I need. All right, yeah, that's all I need. I'll start making my way there.
Nice. You're not gonna fail this in any way. You're gonna be able to find the courtyard, but I do want to get, depending on how you want to like make your way there, it can kind of be up to you. If you're sneaking at all, even a little bit, throw out a stealth. If you're just kind of making your way there, give me an engineering, an arcana.
Man, you really sussed me out. All right, I am stealthing to like kind of see what could we be dealing with. I am making my way around. I'm pretty good. I'm gonna stealth around and see if they can perceive me or not, or what they train with, what they're training to do.
18 is pretty great. Yeah. There are many winding halls, many antechambers that you pass through as you sort of wind your way inward. Yeah, I will say you see no shortage of guards, and an 18 is great, but with the sheer number of guards that there are, some hallways you are able to avoid detection. Some greater antechambers where there are like 30 plus guards, or 50 plus, 75 even in some areas, just rooms with bigger amounts of guards. They are just going to sort of inevitably notice you. They're going to shoot you some dirty looks for sure, but they don't make a move against you. They're letting you go about your business. You'll hear like a smatter of whispering from a group of the guards who are like, I don't know what he is thinking. I mean, he's letting literal criminals in our halls and we're going to host them for a feast? What kind of bullshit is that?
Hey, excuse me. I couldn't help but overhear your whisperings. I can see that you may have some disagreements with my being here. I would like to assure you, I think this is the first time I've done this, but I'm gonna pull out my bingo book and I'm gonna show them every single pirate I've ever taken out and be like, criminal or not, the results speak for themselves. Whether you want to admit it or not, good in the world has come out from my wrongdoings, whether I go about it in the right way or not. The Marines seem to agree with it. Or maybe y'all should expand your horizons.
Until they put a bounty on you.
Yeah. That's different. Okay, all right. Let me explain. That's an awesome story because, the way I look at it, it's an awesome story. See, I answer questions with questions. I have a bounty. Why aren't y'all affiliated with the government? The ways I see it, we're both wanted by we're equally guilty. And I didn't come after you for y'all not being affiliated with the government. I did not start talking about how could these people not be affiliated with they should be working with the government to catch criminal, and why would they let clowns and wrestlers be on their island? I'm not doing all that. I think I would have what do they call it? A shred of respect for you guys. Crazy. What a concept. But, like I said, I'm all for educating, expanding horizons, And I'm here to let y'all know that there is an evil in your land, and whether you agree with how I take it out or not, well, garbage day's here, and the trash is going out. Where are the cool guards? Where's the cool people? You guys are like some little dude. I want to talk to like, is there like a captain? Is there like a general? Is there like a dude who's like, oh, I am the one who protects the king? You see how I did a little voice for him? Because he probably talks like that. He's probably got an eye patch because he lost an eyeball protecting the king. He's so cool. Oh man, I can picture him now. He's got all scars and shit, and he's all. Anyway, you gotta get someone like that.
I had stuff to say back, but after that, I would rather the guards react like their jaws just kind of drop as you keep saying stuff, and they're just like, "Oh,
he's right behind me, ain't he?"
He was like sort of standoffish to you at first. He's like, "Oh, yeah, man. I mean, Commander Boofogil is indisposed right now."
Boof! Commander Boof! You could... No.
Boofogil. Commander Boofogil. What did I say? He looks at his fellow guards. What did I say? This is crazy. This is an all-timer Arthur moment for me, guys. This is crazy. I think Arthur did smoke with Walton. I really do. Oh my god.
No, you just leave me to that Commander Boofogil, and I'm
Yeah, man. I'm sure you'll see him at the feast. We gotta go do our last round of patrol.
I want to see him now. Where is he now?
If you just keep heading the way you're going, you're gonna run into him.
All right, I'll start running. I'll start sprinting.
Okay. You are also free to roll an insight check on that if you like. Up to you. Or you can just take off.
Yeah, I don't. I think he's telling the truth. I think he's
Okay.
like, yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I'm gonna.
He's got an eye patch. He wouldn't lie to me. I'm gonna find this guy, Boofogil.
Arthur, I'm gonna swing back up to Lord Vertrude Solar, but I do want just a flat 1d20 from you for something. $13, cool. All right, we will get to that in 1 second. Rejoining the conversation up top. We'll just pick back up where I kind of cliffhung that conversation. Leadbelly, Kief, you guys have heard the rundown on Vertrude's scheme. If there's any clarification you need above or on table, just feel free to ask. What are you guys thinking?
I have some demands.
Demands! And Lord Vertrude laughs and he looks at his sons. Demands. Well, let's hear them. Go ahead.
Number one, my shipwright has full access to your shipyard and its facilities and any materials he may need to prepare our ship for the Grand Line. Number two, I've offered to pay your finest armorers to armor my horse and ocelot. It is on the crew as well. One with leather, the other with your highest fine silver. But give it some nice leather, you know? I want glory to look deliciously devious. Then let's see.
The ocelot's getting leather.
Yes. Let's see. Armory, we need weapons, right, Kief? We need weapons. We need access to your armory.
Yes, why don't I just give you the key to my own bed chambers while I'm at it?
I mean, if
Do
you
you have
want to
anything
nuzzle,
good?
yeah.
I do not want to snuggle with you. I was kidding, but if it is a matter of exchanging money for goods, we are always happy to oblige. We could always use the cash infusion. As for the shipyard, barring any acquisition you want to make of some of my finer grade vessels, it is yours. Your man can use my shipyard. Let's talk about the armory. I'm going to be feeding you all tonight, letting you sleep in my castle, guarded and protected from the rest of this realm and sea that wants you. But if you accept this job, I would be remiss not to make sure the people I hired were well equipped. However, he holds a finger up. If you are stopped, if you are hurt, if you are captured, if you are interrogated and tortured until the point where you have to spill the beans, you choose death first, or you lie like you've never lied before.
Kief and I grew up where when we missed notes, they put nails under our fingernails. So, we're good. I think we won't say nothing.
Ooh, okay, word. He just, he seems a little taken aback at that comment. And he goes, well, I trust that you must be seasoned. How seasoned is the question. I'm not sure I can trust that you can do this job. Thunderdome is not just a place. It's not just a fighting pit. It's an entire industry. You must understand. I'm telling you to shake up the entire foundation of this country. It must not come back here to more keep.
Of course not.
Well,
do I have your word?
I think the better question is, what are you planning to replace the Thunderdome with once it's taken out?
Ooh, he looks at you, and his jaw seems just firm and steel-laden, and he seems more sure about this than anything else he said. I would replace that vile construction with ash and dust.
Yeah, but you said it yourself. This has become almost a staple of Rashwan Kingdom economy. You're going to have to resituate all that economy somewhere else, and it has to be somewhere else that is actually going to make money.
Lord Richard stands, and he looks you both in the eye, back and forth. If you all had been here for the days of the fallout of the Rashwan Sorbet War, you would know that there are far, far greater worries than where to reconstitute your economy. It's a miracle we're even still standing. And he holds his hand out. Sounds like we have a deal?
Of course. Tonight, though, we rest and we feast. We had a long, long battle.
Ooh, nice.
At the circus, and I think my crew deserves a little bit of time off before we go into another battle. What do you say, Kief? You think the boys will like that?
I think so. As long as there's good food and good beer, good booze, we can make the good tunes.
Oh, that we can't.
Well, the food is in slightly greater moderation than I would like for a feast, but we will still make sure every man has room, or every man has room on his plate for seconds. No worries there. As for the booze, he smiles, and this time his smile, for the first time in your conversation, it has some camaraderie behind it. He goes, I think you will quite enjoy.
You know, I think I'm beginning to like you, Keek.
I think that's a great time. A scout will enter. The guards outside the door open it, and a runner enters. He's in very light garb. He's out of breath entirely. He goes, My lords, our esteemed guests, the kitchens are ready to serve. Lord Vertrude claps his hands. Let us go down to the great hall. Let there be no more talk of business this night. You all should be rewarded in advance for what you will do for the wetlands. Come. And also roll me... I want both of you. You can also choose not to and just move on. Passives, I will not take passives for this, though. I'll take an active perception as you guys start to head out.
Oh, damn.
Kief's appetite has been spurred on by the little bit of bread and salt he ate. He is hungry.
Yeah, I
I
was
got a
gonna.
16.
Nice.
As we're walking away, this would lead into why Kief isn't focused to the perception check. Is he says to Leadbelly, "Wait, I thought they said that the feast was for us saving his son, but
Nah, I don't know.
now
I'm just
it's an
hungry.
advance payment for working."
Leadbelly, respond how you wish. Your perception, 16, was enough to notice. You are following Lord Vertrude and Rivers, and you notice that Lunk and the Red Beret have kind of stayed back a little bit, and they are whispering with the runner. I know you have an ear on Lunk's back.
Yes.
They are whispering very quietly. It won't be as difficult as this one. You got a 16, the DC was 15. I'll need a slightly lesser DC perception to pick up on what they are saying.
I guess we rolled 16s today.
Nice, good deal. Focusing in on the conversation, you've missed a little bit, but you are able to piece out that the runner says, yes, they're all still filing in. They sent a forward scout with it. They said it was just growing on one of the cranberry bushels.
What is
Lunk
that?
says, okay, thank you for telling me about this. Red, we'll go check this out and then join them at the feast. Come. He raises his voice. The three of them follow you guys out the door.
Come.
Interesting. I keep it to myself. I'm walking with the king, correct?
Yes, he is leading the way as you guys exit and start walking across that rope bridge once more. Some of those most of those guards have left. You see his two aides, or right and left hand, they join up with you. Some of the guards join up with you. A couple remain behind at their station.
Okay. I'm gonna ask the king, like, while we're walking, just like creating casual conversation, be like, hey, I'm sure you guys got one. Do you have something that like would tell me when the moon will change shape? I'm not a very learned person, but like I need to know when the moon changes shape.
I'm sure my astronomer could help you with that. He is always logging the movements of the moon for years now. I'm sure he could predict what it will do in a day or two's time.
Yeah, no, I'm like talking like I need to know what it's gonna do every day.
Oh, well, he will certainly be at the feast. I'll make sure to introduce you to. Maybe he
thank
can
you.
help out with something.
I
It's
appreciate
a
that.
peculiar request.
Yeah.
I think
One
that
of
was
my
weird.
one of my
Do y'all have any
crewmates
spare
is
pots that y'all aren't gonna use?
You have a what? A what they won't use?
Any spare pots that they won't use?
Lord Vertrude raises an eyebrow. He just goes, mayhaps we do. I'm not sure.
one of my crewmates has some issues with a full moon, so I'd like to know the cycle.
Well, that sounds most troublesome, but
No, he just gets violently
surely
ill, and I kind of like nudge my shoulder up so that Kief knows not to say anything.
I'll just take it. No roll. I was almost like, should I roll? No, that's funny. He's just like, sure, moon sickness. I I guess that's probably a thing somewhere, right? Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if we could keep him, below deck while the moon is full, then we're good. We just need to know what days the moon is going to be full.
Of course, of course. All right. As you guys are heading down to the feast, just real quick over in the shipyard, I'll say somebody does a run in. They announce that the feast is ready. Everybody is welcome to make their way to the Great Hall that is not on guard duty. Arthur, as you're making your way to the training yard, you too will hear that announcement. Shoot. Ragnar, I do want to revisit Abyss before session's over today. I'm going to try really hard, but I'm actually going to keep it here for just this moment. Give me 1 second to get something in order, and then I'll do a quick roll.
I love trains, guys. It's so great having to mute up and not being able to hear what's going on in the phone that's less than a foot from my face.
Isn't that the best?
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially when it's the same year in as well.
Bro. It was actually perfectly timed, though, because it was right whenever you were like, yeah, I'll raise my shoulder so that way Kief knows not to say anything. I had just muted up because the train started to pass. It's like, I don't want this to interrupt the flow. Let me mute.
I got a Glock in my Rari.
17 shots from 38.
Oh, wow. Wow.
But the real question is, was that supposed to be the Lois and Chris Griffin one?
I was like, damn, she's fine. Wonder if you'll be mine. 'Cause I got that soda. We lost a viewer doing that. That's funny as fuck.
It was Ragnar.
Ragnar was like, fuck this.
I'm gonna ring you guys down like here. Yeah, well, I'm actually going to stick with Leadbelly and Kief for a moment. You guys make that long trek down through the spiral staircase across to the Great Hall. You come upon a great scene. The huge oak double doors are swung open. There is heat and music and great smells coming from this huge dining hall set up with like 20 different long tables, a dais seat for all the nobility and chief men-at-arms of this court. The servers are all bringing out great platters of meats, vegetables, some fruit. There are plenty of tankards of ale, plenty of wine. You guys are looking around and the revelry has already started. Nobody's eating yet, but plenty of people are drinking, chatting, laughing, singing. There is a big band playing in the corner. They're a 16-piece band.
Okay, so not the big band. Okay.
No. A big band, not Henry the Horse's big band.
So I was like, hold on, how did they beat us here?
There aren't really many recognizable faces here. Maybe you two would recognize, some of Lunk's men that came with him to the strip of beach. Lord Vertrude looks at you all. He says, "We have seats of honor for you at the dais.
Of
At
course.
least
Could
for you and one of your chief advisors, Leadbelly. But you are welcome to sit where you will and cavort with
Yes.
who you will.
Kief will sit on my shoulder, and the seat will be left open for my cowboy who is in your castle right now, Arthur. Expect he'll be arriving here soon. He tends to wander off and then kind of find me whenever. So, but I need
Yes, of
someone
course.
to give word to my ship, to my men there. There is a banquet here. To join
The whole
us.
castle should be alerted by now that the feast is ready. We won't dine for another 15 minutes or so. I'll make sure everybody has time to get here that needs it.
Nice.
But it is a pleasure to meet you and conduct business with you and your crew, Leadbelly.
You
As
as well.
sordid as I might find your choice of career, if you succeed, you will help this kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And Lord Vertrude will walk away with his aides, most of his guards, as well as Rivers. Lunk and Red Beret are going to stay by your side for the time being.
I want my sword back, Lunk.
Oh, short. No, that's my bad. He definitely would have given you guys your weapons back already. My bad
Okay,
for not saying that. He gave you guys your weapons back as soon as you ate from the bread.
Okay.
Nice.
I had thought that was what it was because it was like, yeah, y'all
My
are
bad.
safe under us now. Okay, so y'all don't see us as a threat. All right, got it. Can we get our shit back?
But yeah,
Is Blood Horse with us?
yeah, Lead Horse came back around. The guards are kind of like barring him at the door. They're not letting him in the Great Hall proper. He's sort of out in the antechamber.
Hey, get them to let my horse in. My dog. Get my dog. I need Lead Horse here as well. We need to feed him. And like, I throw a piece of I pick up a piece of lettuce that I assume I assume the plating is done. There's probably some salad out. I throw a huge head of lettuce across the room and grow a hand and catch it and start feeding it to Lead Horse immediately. I'm like, my boy deserves to eat.
Leadbelly, we will make sure your horse, dog,
Horse is a breed of dog, yes.
if you will, your steed is well fed. You need not worry. But there are more people coming. It's already crowded in here. You understand. Perhaps we could leave the horse outside.
What if we just put the horse in the back of the room?
Yeah. Put him on stage with the band.
Like, there's no
Just make
table
sure
over
none
there.
of it, yeah, make sure no one's standing behind him.
Roll me it's gonna be a high DC, but I'll give it to you guys at persuasion since you're both doing it. Roll me a persuasion to see.
There's a 28.
Hey, I got a 2, so could I help him instead?
Sure, that would still just be advantage. So it's the
I'll roll
same
another
deal.
one just in case, yeah. Just to see.
Yes!
That's
What are we doing? That's why we help.
Lunk scratches his chin, and he looks for a good little bit like he's about to say no. And he blinks, and when he opens his eyes, he smirks. He goes, "You charming bastards, you. Fine. Let the Lead Horse inside." And the guards will, they'll share an annoyed look, but they uncross their spears and they step aside, and Lead Horse just kind of trots in with you guys, just sort of stands
Hell
there.
yeah. I'm still just feeding
Alright.
him.
Gentlemen, make yourselves at home. I will come and dine with you once the food is served. I must go speak with some of my men that have returned, if you'll excuse me. And he and Red Beret are going to go off.
What do you think you're gonna go talk about?
No. I can listen. I mean, I put an ear on that guy's back.
It's probably gonna be about us.
If you're going to listen in, he walks over to a big group who are gathered together at one of the long tables. They've pretty much totally filled it up. He sits by one guy who has a plume of feathers on his helmet. Kind of looks like he might be an officer of sorts within that division. And they get to talking. And Leadbelly, you're going to hear pretty clearly, did anybody, where is it? You have it? He goes, yes, sir. I've made sure Branson has it. He's not going to give it up to anybody, and he certainly won't take a bite. Good. Keep it that way. We'll have to find something to do with it. Someone who will buy such a fruit.
They have a devil fruit, Kief.
What's a devil fruit? I mean, like, I know, like, you got your powers from it, but, like...
It's a deal. It's a deal you make. In exchange for gifts, you get... Well... You lose your ability to swim. Which I never could swim anyway, so... Not a problem for me.
It's an easy trade.
Easy trade. I'm gonna call the prince. Oh, I'm gonna call Lunk over. Hey, Lunk! One more thing. Can you come over here real quick?
He looks a little exasperated, being in the middle of his conversation, but he looks up at you. He nods, and then you hear him through your grown ear say to his officer, "Oh, okay. I'll be right back. Just make sure nobody else finds out about this, okay? Some of these men would go crazy for the promise of riches that entails." And he'll walk over to you. He goes, "Yes, what's up?"
I'm gonna whisper just loud enough for Lunk and Kief to hear me, and I'm gonna say, "What's it gonna take for me to get that devil fruit from you?"
Ooh, he looks at you a little deadpan. And he's like, of course. You might know a little something about devil fruits, don't you?
I do.
Like how to use them. I should have seen it coming. With that, I'm going to bring us over to Kiryu and Arthur, actually. Just call out, what are you both doing right now? That the call for feasting has gone up.
I'm just looking. I'm going to. Oh, the call for feast is out. I'm going to the feast, and when I'm going to the feast, I'm looking for head honcho. I'm looking for big guy, Boofergill. I'm looking for him.
Okay.
Are you Boofergill? Where is Boofergill? Boofergill, I want to eat with you. Let's share a meal.
I want to shake your hand. You
I want to spit in your stew.
You pass many men-at-arms who are heading the opposite direction as you. And if you ask like any of them, like you just did, they're all gonna be like, no, man, we're not Commander Bufogil, sorry. They're just gonna continue on. You do wind up finding the training courtyard. It's got some sparse guards posted around it. I'll even say you're able to see the door. It's like a steel grate door that you kind of tell yourself that must be the armory. It's got a few extra guards posted out front. You can't see inside, but you can make that determination pretty easily. On your way back, as you said you were heading to the feast, you are going to see that some of the hallways now that were guarded before are now empty. You see they've taken some posts down for the night, put everybody at ease for the most part. And out of a side room where the door is held open, you do hear a little bit of rustling around. And then as you're passing it, whether you peer inside or not, none other than Sean comes stumbling out. And he's got his hands full of, like, various different, like, couple pieces of armor that he's using to cradle a bunch of, like, bullets and pistols, a few knives, just, like, basic stuff. There's even a little money scattered in there. And as he bumps into you, he drops it all. It echoes all around the stone walls as a I'm just gonna say he falls over. If you want to run me a deck save to keep your footing, Arthur, go for it. But he's definitely gonna lose his footing. Goes, Jesus, he was just going that way with all this stuff. I just barely managed to stop him when he clocked me in the diaphragm. He did.
Boo!
Oh, it's just Arthur.
I should have known. I should have known. Only you would come up with a name as silly as that. Oh, Commander Boofergill. What a great man to meet.
He said boof. He looks at Glory. He points at you. He said boof.
Oh, fuck. You're not Boofergill. Damn, that's a real person. Yeah.
That ain't a real person. You're pulling me leg. Boof?
I thought so too. And then they got worried. And I thought they were doing the, oh, he's behind me thing. And he wasn't. And they said, damn, he's going to be at the feast. So I'm like, I want to eat with this guy because he's a commander of this army. And I'm like, if I get in with him, maybe he knows a secret. Maybe he knows maybe he knows something we don't. I don't know. Hey, it's those people in high enough power. It's the middleman you gotta look out for, because they're always gunning their way to the top, where they're looking to make the country a real better place. And that's what maybe he needs redemption. And you hear like an eagle squawk somewhere in the background as I say that for some reason. Be like, man, I don't know why it does that. That's so weird. Birds are crazy here.
I always do that with you. I don't know what sort of power that is, but it's weird. Kind of like it though.
It is
very
weird.
Cinematic.
But wait, are you fucking robbing this place? Oh my god.
Just take it. I'm just skimming a little off the top. They ain't never gonna notice his stuff is gone. Now help me get it up before they see us. He's like scooping everything back into the chest plate.
This is such a bad idea. This is
Why is it a bad idea? This is what we made our bread and butter off of. All our salad days were done doing stuff like this. If you really want, we can give the money
against
to the
badder
poor.
people. Maybe these aren't the bad people. Maybe these. Sean, crazy world, right? But I just told some people to expand their horizons, and in saying that, I have expanded my horizon, and I put my hands on his shoulders. What if these are the poor people? And what if there are even richer assholes out there that we could rob? And we just have to help these people to help more people. Like, gotta expand our horizon, Sean. Now help me put this shit back before they get mad at us. I want to rob real people.
His eyes do sparkle at that promise of even richer assholes in Rajwan. Still going to need a persuasion to put the stuff he's already got back, but it won't be too difficult. I'm going to make it a... Yeah, I was going to say sub 10, so an 11, yeah, definitely gets it. He looks down at his little assorted loot. He's like, jeez. Looked all over for this stuff, but you're probably right. Come on. Give me a hand putting it up. We'll get faster, and then we can go eat.
Who knows? Maybe they'll even kick you out if they're like, "Oh man, we need to hire some guard," and then like you'd be like, "I'm a gunslinger. I'll help you out, me boy." You know, you do that thing you do. We work.
That ain't really what I sound like to you, is it?
Oh, you hoity-toity-toity! Yeah, you sound kind of like that.
Oh shit! Howdy, partner. Howdy, partner. What you want me to sound a little more like that?
500 cigarette. You got like 500 cigarettes to get the gravel in your stones, boy.
Damn. Shit, Arthur. Yeah, I'll just put this fucking stuff back myself.
Hey, we're putting it. Yeah, and they're going. Listen, I'm not grilling you. I'm telling you that you have charm. You work them over, and then we all take out the rich asshole. It's a win-win.
He kind of tucks.
Listen, come to the feast with us, and we'll get you in. Trust me. This Rivers guy, he's a piece of shit. But Lunk, he's man. I slept a lot. I'm sure he's all right. Man, Lunk a good guy. Wait a second, Sean.
Kind of makes like a sandwich out of his chest plates and the loot he's taken, so it all stays in place.
Yeah. While we're putting it back, I'm gonna talk to Sean. I'm gonna be like, Sean, I need you to ask you a very serious question. What do you remember of your time with Elder Squint? And now you can cut away from me if you want. I think that's a dramatic enough pull away.
Ooh. You're referring to like the swim?
When they're yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna ruminate off that as we let's catch a snippet of Kiryu. Kiryu, what are you doing? You were in the middle of being shown around the shipyard by Shep when they announced the feast. Are you heading there? I will say you're going to see everybody on deck who is able to. The doctors have come. They're helping Mystical. But Spenny, Squint, it would actually just be them. Yeah. At this point, it would just be them. They're going to catch you and they're going to say, hey, we're going to the feast. You going to come? Is that Josh, you still there, brother? Just one quick thing. Oh, sorry I missed your message. Yeah, you're good on that front if you can hear me. Give it one more second and then I'll cut us over to Abyss for one last thing before our to be continued. Josh, you there, brother?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Hey, yeah, Spenny is asking you, you coming to the feast?
Why not?
Yeah, let's go. I want to go eat. I'm hungry. I bet castle eating is really good. Noko just looks so excited.
Well, I was talking to the guy.
Well, you can stay here, but I'm gonna go get my grub on. This dockyard will still be here when we're done.
Alright, perfect. So I'm gonna be back.
All right, they all head off. You guys leave the doctors with Mystical on the boat. I'm gonna bring us over to this purple void that Abyss has found himself in. Abyss, you are feeling similar to how you were when you were dreaming that one time. The first time you dreamt about the panda shark as it was taking you to this great big snowy mountain island. Feels very much the same, only it's disorienting how much purple there is now. And you hear that whispering, Abyss, 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 Abyss. And as it comes into clarity with one, Abyss, it seems like this forward momentum stops. You feel like a nausea in your stomach. And there's a figure far ahead of you. He's sitting on a chair as you get closer and closer. And you see the injured Ingo Zetsu. He beholds you with a soft look, a warm smile, and he has his hands on the arms of his chair. He raises them, palms out. He says, "My son, you came." And with that, if you have any quick interactions you want to sing out, please feel free. That's where I'm going to leave it for Zetsu, but if you have anything, I want to play it out.
You say, Father!
Okay, yeah, I love that. He stands. He seems to be quite a bit in pain. You see this wound under his shirt is bleeding onto the fabric, and he stands and extends his arms out. Welcome. And as he stands domineering, much taller than Chibis, that'll end today's session, very first session of 2026. We're going to get into some spicy stuff here shortly by the sound of things, but I hope this was a nice little role-play heavy session for us to get us back into things.
What a
Super
good
fun time. I loved today.
10
Y'all
out
are
of
great.
10.
Y'all crack me up every time. That is all from me. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it off with what Mikey had said. Make sure you run over to the homie Jacoby DJ's channel. I know Cody and Vexus and him are going to be over there doing some bingo cards. I was supposed to be there, but I got to go pick up my vehicle from the mechanic. So with that, I'm going to end today's stream. Thanks everybody here who was so lovingly watching. We're excited for a new year with the Sakura Pirates for sure, as Mikey said. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks' time. Bye.
Peace.
Yo.